Mass destruction.
Yeah. And then following that, Skribblr. Yeah. Shall we? Also, what do we do? How do we play grip combat racing?
You can't join on or be invited by Nick. So
well, I haven't created the game yet is the problem.
Okay.
I was waiting until you were ready, and then the intro happened, and it all just was going so fast.
Yeah. So you can't join on or be invited by Nick. So you go to multiplayer, and for some reason this game has that thing
there
where,
it is.
Where it loads a thing if you don't do anything on the main menu for a while.
Yeah. Oh no, a video. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I can't show you, but it's in multiplayer somewhere. It's join like specific.
Join a specific game. Game name will appear momentarily. I'm sure.
The controls are very simple, by the way. It's L1 for weapon 1, R1 for weapon 2, A to jump, and Y for nitro. And that's all you need to know.
Whoa. What was the first one?
I opted not to do the tutorial because I was
you didn't need it.
I've played racing games before. I don't need.
They really do be. They really
do be like this.
Be like it is, but
it do. They basically tell you like, here's some rockets. Try and shoot the enemy with it. Oops, you missed. Let's try that again, and you'll be fine.
Is this the info?
Wait, where did you put the info?
Oh, I didn't put the info anywhere because it was just one thing, but I will put it in now.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
It's in links, which I appreciate. Oh, dude, easy enough.
It's in the right place. It's amazing.
Just like that Radiohead song.
I'm in.
There is a lock-on feature, by the way, as well, so wait until you see the green before you fire if you want to have a higher chance to hit.
All right, sounds good to me.
Oh. You get different cars in this version?
Yeah, there's a couple cars. You got to unlock a lot of them, but it seems fine. You don't really need to do much with it.
There we go.
I'll stick with the default for now, I think. Oh, dang it. It kicked me out.
I don't think so. You're still in on my end.
Really? Is it trying to join up right now, it says?
It has you in here as the Warlander. Nick is the Ictus. Now you've been kicked.
Oh,
there he goes.
Wait. Really? Because now I'm
I couldn't ready up before.
Okay. Let me go quit and try to rejoin then.
How's everybody doing? What's going on?
I'm playing a song with the menu sounds.
Oh,
ready.
That sounds fun.
Your chat seems to be dancing their asses off. They love it.
We get some rare boys.
They're not that rare, actually.
I am doing well, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Thank
you have a nice night last night?
I did. I had a wonderful dinner consisting of rare meats and then coming home and watching Christmas with the Cranks and then falling asleep.
All right.
Falling asleep at like 11:30 p.m.
Dash start at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good God.
I don't like that my wheels turn the opposite direction of each other.
You're gonna hate when you flip.
Well, that's the backwards.
Oh, I see. Hey.
Yeah, it's because you can drive in both directions.
Can I change my perspective? Like, more zoomed out?
Probably select. I didn't try that, actually.
D-pad, I just did it by accident.
Oh, okay. Rob knows.
Can you drive first person?
I want to be
yeah, you can.
Closer in.
Oh, Jesus.
There's walls.
It can get intense sometimes.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to drive in first person.
Well, there's holes to go in.
Ah!
Yeah, definitely do not drive in first person.
First person almost made me throw up within like a matter of milliseconds.
This music is hype. It's like...
It is very clubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard you guys talking about Christmas with the Cranks just then, and you are right. That is just a horrendous movie.
Yeah, it's a terrible. Why did
it's surprising you watched that, really.
Well, I watched it because there were good movies on, but I was like, come on.
What the fuck?
Got him!
You shot me.
Yeah, I shot your ass.
So why did you watch it?
Well, because it was a bad movie.
Oh, all right.
Oh, there's thruster.
Better bad movies.
Well, like, why would you ever watch a great...
Watch Meet the Parents.
Why would you ever watch a good movie A great movie notwithstanding. Why would you ever watch a good movie when instead you could watch one of the worst movies ever made?
I mean, that's our Saturday.
Yes,
much,
exactly.
sure.
And I completely agree with that. You give me the choice to watch like a 6.5 out of 10, I'm kind of like not interested in, or an all-time 0, I'm going for the all-time 0.
I think I just rode your face for a second.
Oh, it felt good, man.
Yeah.
Well, it was my
Nice.
birthday. It is. I can only use that joke for one more day. Well, maybe 0 more days, but
Oh,
Yeah.
and what time were you born?
that's a good question. I don't know because I
I'm
was
not sure
a
that
baby.
factors into the lovemaking, to be honest. I hope it does.
Would you really call face fucking lovemaking?
Yes.
That's how you
All right.
were
Yeah.
born?
What very personal.
He said he rode my face.
He rode your face?
That's
I
what
did.
Dad
Cobalt
rode
said.
your face?
Okay, now it's just
My
getting a
stomach.
little too much. I was fine with it for a bit, but now it's getting weird.
Oh, you dodged my rockets.
I did, but I think you were locked on to me, so I don't know how I did it.
I found the weapons button.
Can I
the
also
lock-on
say...
isn't a guarantee if you're going too fast.
I don't know if you guys have ever, if you've watched real TV, not on reddit.com/r/NFL streams in the past few years. If you watch real TV, they're taking egregious advertising breaks
Oh,
now.
I agree.
Well, I was watching it on
It's
YTV,
too much.
the Canadian Kids Network, okay? 10 minutes of Christmas with the Cranks, 6 minutes of ads. It took like 45 years to finish the movie, which is why I fell asleep before they could reveal that the homeless guy they all made fun of was actually Santa Claus in some very strange twist of fate. It's insane.
Santa.
Oh!
Yeah, I feel like we're getting ripped off early. Like, we should be doing 15-minute ad runs.
Well, I
we
mean,
can
there
only
are
do 3.
There's a couple of Twitch streamers out there who just hit that 3-minute button every 8 minutes, and I respect
Oh,
it.
no, I don't want that.
8 minutes?
Also, I'm joking. I don't really want more ads.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. You can auto set it, right? Like that it just automatically runs.
You just have a button on your stream deck or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I think there is actually an automation for it where
Oh,
you
really?
can just have it go
I
every
thought
time
there
it's up.
was, yeah.
I feel like once an hour, if you're getting up to stretch or going somewhere, isn't bad.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
You know, that's about the maximum I'm willing to do.
I love at the end of the race it says you came and then second.
Well, that's very
I
polite
beg to
of
differ.
you.
I'm glad you knew about that.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, I'll finish eventually.
That's fine.
I came
Oh, no.
fourth.
Kate says she has a bone to pick. All right, I'm ready. I'm
Good
also
luck.
going to raise some people in Discord if you'll give me a moment here.
Grobing
Please
us.
do.
Like, I think, Robert, you could use a little boost.
I know I can.
Like that. And then, Nicholas, what'd you have for breakfast today?
Oh, let's see. Well,
You're good, you're good.
Oh.
Not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just... As soon as you started talking, I was like, you're fine. Achievement
Yeah.
unlocked. You did a thing. But really, what did you have for breakfast?
What?
Rob
No,
wants to go, I think.
Oh,
No,
please.
no,
Hey,
no, no, no,
Wendy's.
no. I don't know what the hell. I think my game just like broke. Hold on.
I don't ever usually eat breakfast. I just go right to lunch and then dinner and then.
Oh, I had like 15 watermelon cubes.
Dude, that sounds nice, actually.
Actually, at breakfast.
I don't know if that counts as a breakfast, but it was like in the time slot you usually are supposed to eat that.
How did you get the cubed watermelon?
I bought it at the store in a little container.
Oh, dude,
I
slice
also do
yourself.
that from time to time. I don't know why I asked as if that
Oh.
was rare.
I think I screwed up.
Oh no.
I might have started the same track again by accident.
It's all good.
Sorry. Oh, no, we're good. No, that's vote. Never mind, we're not good.
All right,
No,
we'll
can
just
you
do
switch it here?
That's,
No,
No,
yeah,
I think
guess
it's for
not.
vote.
It's-
I'll make sure I do it better next time.
yeah.
It's
First
fine.
one.
I mean, I
warm
can't
up.
really complain. I mean, like, you know, I do the same thing in basketball every time we play.
I just didn't know where the prompt happened, and I was just hitting ready. There are actually like 24 tracks, so there's plenty to see, and they're not all like dark like this. Some of them are, some aren't.
That's good. Is LT the handbrake?
It's just the break.
It definitely makes you go backwards.
Yeah, also makes you go backwards.
You can also charge your jump if you hold down A, and you can use it to like spring onto other surfaces.
Oh,
Well,
God.
If you're into that kind of stuff,
Oh, I just jumped over somebody.
it's kind of cool.
How dare you?
Also, your jump, your A button apparently switches targets too. So
Well,
you can choose your target.
I'm learning a lot. I do wish the car handles, I think by design, but like it's unwieldy.
Yes, it's very unwieldy.
There's different builds depending on your preference, so you might want to try a different car.
We are going 600 kilometers an hour on a dirt track, so like just on a physics level, I think that poses some issues, but simultaneously, I'm like, come on here, I'm trying to turn left.
So I like the
rocket yourself.
anti-grab racers.
Dude, I'm
The
so
red car
sad
seems okay.
that the Episode 1 Pod Racer came out for Steam, but it's just, I don't want to say it's a cash-in, but it's like, it's just a quick release instead of actually putting online multiplayer into it, which would have been amazing.
God, if they coded online multiplayer into a game from 1999,
They may as well have just remade the whole game at that point.
Yeah.
Which
But
I
like-
also would love if they did that.
Me too. Pod Racer is fucking great. I played so many hours of that game when I was a kid.
Well, 80% of the rounds just ended with you smashing into a wall, though.
Oh, I
And
used
then
to do
that
that
was
on purpose. Like I would purposefully get into situations where I could just bust up the one pod and try to fly a race with the one thing,
that
you know?
sounds awful.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
actually like highly disrespectful. Even.
Why would you do that?
I had a subscription to Nintendo Power, and I tried to set a track record with Mars Guo so I could win a like coral blue translucent N64.
That's awesome.
But I think kids these days, they don't realize, dude, they got it so easy. You know you suck, because all you have to do is go online and be like, all these scores are better than mine.
Right.
Back in the day, you had to send a letter with like a Polaroid photo of your score to Nintendo Power, and then 6 months later, you're like, I'm not even in the top 100 here.
Yeah. Twin Galaxies would get in touch. They'd have to do like an interview.
I watched a whole documentary about those guys.
King of Kong?
They cheat. A bunch of them ended up being cheaters.
Well, okay, so like I don't even necessarily want to get into it, okay?
I don't know about a bunch of them.
But
Like-
Billy
like 2 or 3
Mitchell,
of them,
Billy
at
Mitchell
least.
had some issues.
no,
for
Billy
sure.
Mitchell, he got called out for the tape being a cheat, very famously within like the past 6 months. On Twitch, he reset that high score that he got from that video live with people watching. And now
Really?
he's on like the warpath for like, you think I cheat? Well, guess what?
man.
What?
I'm coming for those scores.
Wait,
So
but what
I-
about that super fucking shady thing where they had that awful video of them switching the board out?
Yeah, I don't know about
And it was
that.
like, oh, there was a whole thing.
See, I love The King of Kong. I think that documentary is fantastic, but I do take it as an editorial. The stuff that was like out of the movie that came out within the past year or two, I don't know enough about that to comment.
I don't trust
to be
Billy
honest.
Mitchell.
Todd Rogers is the one who he set a score for Dragster that later people were like, it's actually mathematically impossible.
Yeah, it's lit. Yeah. he did that with a bunch of games too. Actually, that guy.
Yeah.
Was he Pac-Man?
That's Billy Mitchell.
Oh, he did that.
Billy Mitchell,
He did that one too.
No, that other guy. I watched a video about him actually because he's a massive butthole. Like he would just.
Well,
I mean, he was like he used to just like post scores to pretty much every game in the early websites. But then like some of the scores like are literally just impossible. Like some
Yeah.
scores only count by 100, and he got 163. Like it's literally not possible. How are you that bad at
Here we
cheating?
go. So when you say he's a massive butthole, you mean like his whole body dilates and feces are excreted from him?
Yeah.
That's
see,
interesting.
you know, like I kind of leave that to the people with the people that have done the research. So I'm not willing to go there, mostly because if anybody gets sued for libel, I want it to be you.
Wow. Jeez. You're not even saying I don't want it to be me. You're saying you specifically want
No,
it
okay,
to
I just
be
don't want it to be me. I would rather it be nobody, but you know,
Yeah.
you get the idea.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
They did
Donkey.
release a sequel to Scary Cat Video.
The Squeakle?
Yeah.
The scream.
Why are there? Oh, never mind.
There's way too few movies that have a specific sequel-related title like that.
Like a pun title.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
But does that even? That's
I
not
think that
really like
counts.
a. How is it a pun though?
Well, I suppose it's not. Yeah.
It's like an idiom, kind of.
Yeah.
God.
Is it?
If you're lucky.
So you're saying
I don't
it's a sequel title that has to
Well,
either say like be a pun on a number or
Say-
a pun
well-
on the fact that it's a sequel.
I'll give you some right out of chat. I actually think that like Live Free or Die Hard might count.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
that's
Die
right.
Hard with a Vengeance does.
Well, I don't know if Die Hard with a Vengeance. You know what? You're right. I don't think it counts. If it was Live Free for Die Hard, I would maybe give it a pass. But Too Fast, Too Furious is definitely a big one.
Yeah.
Step
yeah.
Up to the Streets. That's another one.
Oh boy, yeah, that's a classic.
Oh, that's the sequel?
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
thought they were just stepping up onto the street. Help.
Yeah, I'm getting
I
my
went
butt
off the
kicked, too.
course and it was a problem.
Beethoven's Second. You know what? I never would have thought of that. That's
Oh,
why I
you're right.
appreciate the chat dynamic.
There you go.
That's
yeah.
smart.
Now that's when
Yeah, I shrunk
sequels
the
were
kid.
sequels and men were men.
Yeah, they were back then. And the dogs were big.
Yeah. St.
Dogs
Bernard's,
were
dude.
dogs.
They don't have those anymore, right? They're past
They killed them
dogs.
all.
Kate, I'm
I
just
love
being
dog
honest. I
movies.
haven't really followed the discourse in the chat regarding this. I believe you paid full price for a quarter of union dues, but you're only getting a month out of them. Is that the case?
Okay.
She has to join the musicians union in order to do gigs.
Oh, I thought you were talking to us.
No, no.
Yeah.
no, no.
Oh, unionizing.
Well, I mean, they've been in a union for a while.
Ah.
I think, at least. But
Sign up with ASCAP.
I don't think it's
sign up
like
with
that.
asshats.
But, like,
Yeah, you don't have songs.
There's so much unnecessary terrain.
it's all right. I think you should, you know, just accept it. You could
Rob, I'm gonna
email
get you
them.
with a raptor.
Maybe
Please
they'll
don't.
refund you, but maybe, you know, if they don't, I think it's okay.
You want those unions when you want them.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see her point that, like, why is she paying 3 months of union dues when she's only going to be in for 1 month this year?
Because the union never takes a break.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything for her in October or November.
Yeah, well, neither did my insurance. I don't get a refund.
Yeah, but that's kind of like, maybe you should.
Can you
Actually,
find out where-
Great idea.
Dude, that's...
Can I just get my money back when I don't need my insurance?
As much as I like Chris Rock, I do, in that one comedy special, I believe it's Bigger and Blacker, he says, let me get this straight, insurance is pay money in case shit happens. So if shit doesn't happen, shouldn't we get our money back? And then,
I remember him saying that, actually.
as a kid, like, the crowd uproariously applauds. But
Yeah.
as an adult, I'm just like, no? Like, that's not...
I know how it works. Yeah.
That would make insurance the greatest purchase of all time.
you're right.
You pay them $7, and then if you die in that month, you get $100,000. If you don't pay them $7, or if you don't die, you just get your money back.
Yeah, it's really not a gamble at all then.
It's
is
a
it?
dream come true.
It's actually
like a pretty
just
good
free
deal, yeah.
money is what that is. Alright.
Oh,
yeah,
you
I
fucked
could
me
go
up
for
so
that.
good. Oh.
Rob, you like this track any better than the other one that was in Greenland?
Tracks off.
No, not particularly. It's mostly because
I love
like
it.
none of my powers in these pipes do anything because they always hit the wall.
The boost?
Whether I'm locked
Oh,
on.
you gotta
or
leave
not.
enough room for the Raptor missile.
Oh,
That was
dude.
the thing you learn in the tutorial.
I haven't been using the boost button this whole time.
Ah, there's
do
your
it.
problem.
The boost. Why?
You gotta use it to get through.
You're right.
You taught me that.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Use the boost to get through.
Dude, they should make... Don't take this idea. I might take next semester off and build this game. or at least
Do it.
or at least find out I can't because I don't have the skills. But what about a racing battle royale that's
Perfect.
just 100 cars spawn and then it's elimination? So like every 15 seconds, the car in last gets killed.
You've
That's
made
a
All-Star
mode we've
Fruit
played.
Racing.
Yeah, All-Star Fruit Racing has that.
Yeah, but it's not a battle royale.
Did you just invent All-Star Fruit Racing?
I'm taking the This is like 100 people parachute onto an island and one person lives and 99 lose. Well, you just invented a GoldenEye. No, there's another edge to it.
Well, you can't invent GoldenEye. That's already a thing.
Well, the only
played
edge
that.
to it, in fairness, between that and your idea and All-Star Fruit Racing is that there's like 96 more cars.
Are you going to
Yes,
use fruit
correct.
also?
There's no fruit involved. As
And
always,
you
this is
know-
why I will not bring up an idea on this show ever again. One day you'll just log into the Discord and I will give you a Steam link to something I've made, and then you'll never hear from me again.
Dude, I'll find it on Keymailer long before you tell us.
I'm not gonna
Someone's
work
I've
through.
got a-
I'm not gonna work
The
through
next best thing.
Keymailer.
I've got a bunch of way better ideas that you can code for me.
Yeah, all of
There
your
you go. Try
ideas
the
are
one with the
not.
mechs.
Your ideas end up being like the dude who is like, no programming language on Earth is capable of building the game that I've invented. So I gotta start by making my own. You're trying to make a Jonathan Blow game.
No, I mean, I can make Square Pigs is pretty non-ambitious.
All right, Square Pigs was not ambitious. That's fair.
So sick of rocketing myself.
Yeah.
I mean, Jonathan Blow takes the big, long bet, and it pays off sometimes. He
You're
makes a
telling me.
witness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why doesn't Jonathan blow me?
Probably because, well, I mean, for one, you've never
deserve
met.
it?
Okay, that's a
Earn
good.
the blow.
Yeah,
Good
not,
reason,
I
yeah.
mean, secondly, like, he might not be of the persuasion. That's not for us to say. It's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
a fair
it's a really weird thing to say, to be honest. I feel like I gotta, just in case I get an email from Jonathan, it's like, what the fuck? I gotta be like, you know, hey, dude, it wasn't me. You know, it's a live
He never goes to, like,
entertainment.
PAX or anything, right?
No, but once every 6 years, he does shoot me an email and is like, hey, here's this game I've put my
Yeah.
life into. And I go, oh, cool.
It'd be cool to meet him, actually, but I've never seen that he's gone anywhere that I've been.
Is he working on something now? Yeah, I assume he
Do
is,
it, it
right?
beats me. I don't know.
He's
Ah!
probably got 4 years before he announces it. Ah!
The Witness Battle Royale? When will that joke run its course?
I mean, you
When
brought
we
it up
stop
earlier.
talking about battle royales.
Certainly this E3, it's you genius. You
But
passed
this
me at
Zeus
the
one
end.
was so good.
You
That was a
came-
pass out.
Yeah, I think the laps were set very low on that one or something.
I was disappointed. I'm 2 seconds behind everybody.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he is working. Jonathan Blow is doing the thing that I made the joke about. He's writing his own programming language to,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Remember that?
What is he gonna change the periodic table of elements to change the color of the sky?
Look, honestly, I feel uncomfortable talking about it because he's actually like a preternatural programming genius. So I have no idea
Yeah, I
why.
agree.
I have no idea why he's doing it, but I'm assuming there's a good reason that I just don't know. I
I mean, he
cannot
wrote
fathom.
an engine to procedurally generate the puzzles in The Witness.
Yeah.
So the game propagates itself.
He should write one that procedurally chooses the videos that play during the special segments so that sometimes instead of Richard Feynman talking about what it means to be smart, it's just like a picture of a dog taking a shit.
This is the same course, huh?
And then you gotta
no,
pause
actually.
time and draw the coil of the shit, and then a nice little
Oh,
tone
man.
goes off. And
I don't
Oh.
think this is the same course, but it looks very similar.
oh, Diner Bros tonight, absolutely, Kate.
Wait, Dragon Ball TOP Battle Royale? I'm in?
What is
That's a
TOP
thing?
except for the second hottest K-pop boy band member?
Turing of Penis?
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea what TOP stands
Pretty
for.
excited that No Nut November is over soon, so we can not have
Resume our
everything
nutting.
be sexually related.
Oh, I went off of the course.
Tournament of Power.
Tournament
course.
of Power. Theater of Blood.
Yo, you guys
Fear
are
of
missing
Blood,
out.
That's like a cool name.
Isn't that a Castlevania game?
Theater of
No,
Blood.
it's Rondo of Blood. I don't know what a Rondo is, but
Yeah,
that's
what is a Rondo? I know what Brondo is.
It's what plants create.
Mm-hmm. It's filled with electrolytes.
Cobalt. I'm good. Beep, 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 beep. I'm coming
Why
for
am I
you.
always killing Rob? I feel bad.
Yeah, I'm constantly being murdered by you. Yeah. It's like when you get hit in this game, it's like, oh,
over.
you're in first place? Oh,
Yeah.
you're now in farthest last.
There is a
there's no
shield you
chance
can
that-
hang on to.
Yeah, I've tried to hang on to those.
Oh, you don't do what I do and just immediately let all of your projectiles fly at all times?
Well, they want to lock on, so it'd be weird to just let them fly.
Well, it hasn't stopped me. Dude, we can actually play Mario Kart now.
I know!
It's actually like an unbelievable birthday present from Nintendo that now we can play Nintendo games without having to lose our entire channels or give them 100% of
Yeah.
our revenue.
What if it's a trick, though, and they want us to all start streaming it, and then 6 months down the line, they're like, haha, we brought it back, and now we're claiming all your content.
I mean, it's theoretically possible. You know what keeps me up at night is the idea that any company on Earth could just do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Including every indie game I've ever done one video of, ever.
Yeah. In fact, literally any person can decide they are that company and then do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you got to give them the toolkit. First it was the who is, and now it's the DMCA abuse.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go into the report system, and then what you have
All
to
you gotta do is you mix the chlorine with the bleach, and
You know, Smash is coming out soon.
It's true.
And
Why?
that
Kill me,
game
please.
is on a Nintendo Entertainment System.
it is
Yeah, I'm
indeed.
good.
Why are they
Everybody
doing that?
keeps asking me if I'm gonna get it.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
with
No.
I'm kind of with Cobalt, where I would play Smash on the NLSS for an hour once,
Yeah.
and that's it.
$60? You know what my friend said? My mod was like, "Oh, are you getting Smash so I can play you?" I was like, "Nah." He's like, "But it has 800 soundtracks." I said, "But you gotta play the game to
What?
listen to them."
Actually, you don't. There's a mode where you can just listen to all the soundtracks.
It's called
What?
YouTube.com.
No, there's a sound test mode. And when you get the new characters, it'll give you new soundtracks as well.
I have to play the game though for that.
You got to turn it on.
Yeah.
Man,
That's a lot of work.
yeah, I don't know. GameStop was trying to.
Hey!
Oh, it's slippery.
Oh, God.
Slippery
What are
when
you-
wet.
It would be nice to play Smash on the NLSS.
Can
But
you come
I
for an entire
feel-
hour, Rob?
I feel as though it would, in a
there
way,
turrets?
suck because I'm gonna suck at that game.
Oh shit, there are
It's
turrets.
forever. Yeah, there are turrets. They got a little laser light on you.
Really rude.
It's lit.
But I'll feel really bad if I suck at Smash now.
You did talk it up pretty hard.
I know. I used to play in fucking tournaments and shit.
Who are you gonna play as?
I'll probably play like Wolf. I like Wolf.
I'm gonna play as whatever character ends up being the second highest rated character in the tier, so that whenever I lose, I can just be like,
Blame
well,
it.
they're using the fucking S tier character. Why don't they use an A tier character? Oh, jeez.
Oh! You knocked my UI off.
I think I shot down the turret, so you can thank me later.
Oh, that is
No
nice.
way.
That's very nice of you.
I tried.
What the fuck? I have been completely pitted. Yeah, and I'm immediately in fourth place.
Well, Rob, you should be happy at least because this level has AI that shoot us.
That is
So it's
nice.
not our fault if we get knocked backward.
Yo, has anyone's homing missile ever worked though?
I hit somebody two
Yeah,
races
me.
ago. Yeah, probably Cobalt.
I got hit twice when I was in first last game and immediately got fourth place.
Last
Yeah,
game,
what
somebody else shot you, so I could
I
win.
know.
And I was like,
Yeah.
thank you.
Actually, last game I hit you with a blue shell missile. So, yeah.
The Raptors need about 20 feet of clearance at a 45-degree angle, and then you need to have the person you're shooting at not go in front of something.
Seems like a lot of
So-
work.
Yeah, so basically no.
What I'm gonna do is continue to press L1 and R1 as soon as I get them, and then hope that they work for me, and when they don't, be mad at the devs.
That seems fair. I
Strategy.
keep forgetting to use my boost.
Solid.
Oh, jeez. Oh, freaking turret shot me. Can we just play on a flat map with no, no items,
It was the
please?
circle map.
I can turn all that stuff off, actually.
Oh, dude, if we play Smash and we have items on, there's definitely no chance I'm gonna be smashing people.
We even use the smash balls like some kind of casual.
I am in slow motion.
Me
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
an item I used.
I got hit by a tower right before that happened. So that was extra bad.
So, like,
Hello.
if anything, though, it's just made me, upset's not the right word, but, like, I wish that Mario Party had, like, real online multiplayer where you could actually play the board, because it would be a perfect fit. But instead, now we gotta wait for, like, Mario Party 15.
That's gonna be on the new console too.
That's probably
Super
true,
Mario
yeah.
Party 15.
Or we gotta, I don't know, Mario Tennis Aces just got a doubles mode, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was like, I think I'm the only guy that owns it.
I do want to get it. I
I
mean,
have
I
that.
bought
Oh.
Everybody's Golf, and we never played that.
Yeah.
I got a second Switch, so Lisa could have one the other day,
damn.
so that we
Falling
can
out.
also on it up. Oh, okay, I'm stuck in a mountain.
I would say something, but we did that with the PS4. And it's
Thanksgiving.
completely worth it to not have to drag the console out every single Sunday when I'm playing Bully and, you know,
You
she
could
might be playing
you could do
some-
an HDMI switcher and have the cables run.
I already got the...
No, I'm
Alright.
just saying, like, that's also a viable solution, is you don't have to buy a second one, just do cables.
Yeah, but then I got cables running all over my
Yeah.
nice apartment.
Great point.
Could have also just bought it on PC as long as we're talking about actually practical solutions. But there was a deal.
Deals are nice.
I
Oh,
can't-
that's a blue shell.
A lot of missiles going.
Yeah.
Came second.
blue shell missile.
Yeah, Winterland's
You know-
not bad.
You know what I feel like would instantly make this game like 10 times better for me?
Less
okay.
stress.
Air control.
Ah.
You know? Just like a little bit. That'd be nice. Are they ever
Well,
gonna make
pretty much
another
those are
F-Zero
the
too also?
I hope not.
Nintendo used to make racing games, remember?
They still do. Mario Kart.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, I guess.
You know, or as normal people call it, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
I hate Mario Kart.
How do you hate Mario Kart?
I'm
Yeah,
worse
I
at
know.
Mario Kart than any game in existence.
But it's fun to lose in it.
no, it's never fun to lose.
Because the
You know, the
environments
trick
are
is
they're so
you jump
bright
and
and
then
colorful.
You drift. That's the whole deal. You just jump in and you drift.
Is there esports Mario Kart? And if there is, do they play with no items?
It's $500,000 prize pool.
I'm being real. Like,
I don't know.
Definitely
no,
not.
no,
Again?
no.
Do they have a race? Oh,
Does Nintendo do anything tournament high end?
Apparently,
Pokemon.
like, they wanted Mario Tennis to be an esport. Unfortunately,
What?
it got kind of shot in the foot once they, failed to notice that when you have Bowser Jr., you can just mash the stick whenever a ball comes, get infinite meter, and then create unhittable shots. So,
Oh.
all right.
I'm not bitter,
Well,
though.
They
start.
did do stuff with. I mean, they do stuff with Pokemon all the time. Actually,
Yeah.
like they're huge events with both the trading card game and like online battles. and
Well, yeah,
stuff.
the
Alright,
Pokemon
does Nintendo own
Championship,
them?
that's how we got that incredible story in, like, 2010 of the Pokemon champions taking a shit and then smearing it all over the door of their competitors in their hotel.
What?
No.
I'll do it.
Go look it up. It's an old story now.
Yeah, it's
but
real.
It is 100% real. Oh, hello.
Oh, no. Oh, all right. Well, I'm back.
This map's crazy.
Yeah, this is a wild one. I like this.
Is this giving you F-Zero vibes at all?
Yes, it is. Very much so.
I can see F-Zero. It also kind of reminds
Oh my
me of
God.
Jet Moto.
What about Extreme G?
Hello,
They same difference. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. What? Just kill me.
I do get stuck on weird geometry a little too frequently. I think they need to round some of those edges off.
There's like a really wild turn.
Yeah, I just got very
Oh my
confused by
lord.
that.
I've fallen like 6
What the-
times already. This is one of the hard maps, by the way. I just wanted to see what that meant.
Yeah, you gotta hit those things going fast.
They're actually identified by their difficulty, so I could
Alrighty.
avoid them if I needed to.
Dude, this is intense. I actually have to use my brake in an arcade racing game.
I don't even know how you guys talk while you play this game.
It's
I'm
mostly
so
just like a
focused.
sense of feeling like I have to.
I also am just like I'm dying
Oh my-
repeatedly,
What
and
on
also
earth?
I'm still in second despite dying repeatedly.
Because we're
so just
all
this-
dying repeatedly.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Yeah.
I haven't died yet, but I've smacked a few.
What?
You must be like a minute ahead.
I don't know.
Or you're going so slowly that that's the only way you're living. 'cause
No,
I don't
he
get
like-
it.
Now I
definitely-
died. Now I died.
All right.
if that indicator on the left hand side is
Oh,
like
yeah.
where other racers are, then yes, he's like super far ahead.
Are you winning?
I'm in first.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he's like crazy far ahead. Oh god damn it.
The secret
thank
on
God.
this track, don't fall off.
Yeah, don't go that fast, apparently, is... But where's the fun in that?
Gunning it.
Yeah, you gotta gun it at all times.
Absolutely.
In this house we gun.
Ooh, still living.
Oh, I just went through the floor.
So yeah, that was
I
my
lose perspective.
that was my Wednesday. It was good.
Sounds pretty good.
How about you guys?
We were talking about Pokemon. That was
Yeah,
your
but, you know,
Wednesday.
I'm following I'm unwinding the stack trace and going back to an earlier time.
My Wednesday was fine. I mean, my internet was dead like all day, which sucked. And then I played some Madden for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you stream it?
No. Well, I mean, my internet was dead, so.
That's-
Oh, yeah.
very
You just said
good.
that.
Oh.
Did
I feel like
you?
your life is over when your internet dies.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks.
I mean,
Okay.
it actually is over.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Like, what do I
excited.
do now? Do I go outside? Do I go to another
Nope.
place with internet?
Can't do that.
We're getting upgraded.
I'm like,
Thank-
oh, I'll
thanks
just watch
to-
Netflix.
Thanks to my wife's due diligence, we're getting upgraded from 300 megabits download to 600 megabits. Or sorry,
You
we're
won't see
going.
any difference between those two
Well,
things.
we're going from actually 100 to 300 to
Okay,
600.
you might see a difference between.
And I kind of went through the same thing. I was like, first off, that's awesome. I will always be okay with paying a little bit more for a lot more internet speed. And then secondly, I was like, in the end, what is this going to do for my life? And it's like, instead of being able to download a movie off of Netflix in like 14 seconds, it's going to take like 6 seconds.
Well, the cap is usually on their side, not yours.
Nick, I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. I just-
Sorry.
getting a lot of
Better
well
internet's
actuallys in the first hour of the stream.
I'm sorry.
I was talking to Nick about this earlier, actually. Like, the only... So, like, upload speed is probably not important for, like, the regular internet user, but
Yeah.
as a streamer and formerly YouTuber, upload speed is pretty important to me.
Yeah.
The maximum that I can get is 5.
Yeah, it's
And that's
pretty
what I
had
used to
8.
have. We
Yeah.
both have the same provider, and mine gets up to 20,
Yeah,
which is what I pay for. And I don't know why he in the city can't get a better internet
I'd love 20.
speed than that.
Yeah, it's pretty
20 would be
terrible.
nice.
20
Yeah,
is great.
Don't you have like good civilization over there? It's been around
He's got
for a
tons
while.
of civilization over there.
Maybe your infrastructure is just so old that it's hard to make
Oh,
it
the
more
infra-
room
Crumbling
for it.
as
Yeah.
shit, right? Bernie said
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. Well, especially in New York too, because like a lot of the high-end neighborhoods that exist now in New York were like, you know, tenement housing and crack dens for
Yeah.
like
Ooh.
100 years, and then they were like, oh, actually it costs $1 million now. Have fun, good luck.
How much of the destruction?
Six-story walk up.
How much of the destruction of New York City's property market? This is a real question.
Yeah.
And I don't expect the number to be large. What percentage of it do you think is to do with Friends and How I Met Your Mother and Seinfeld?
Oh, a low amount.
They make it look like a glamorous place to live. Kate and I were watching this show on Canadian TV last night. It's called First Dates. It's a restaurant mic'd up and with hidden cameras and stuff, and they watch people that go on first dates. They set it all up for them and stuff like that. And literally, they were like, "You should feel flattered by this, by the way, Robert." But there were two people, and they were like, "What's your bucket list destination?"
And they said they wanted to meet Alpaca Patrol.
No, they said
that's the destination.
They said New York City, and I went. I mean, both Kate and I were like, New York City. I mean, like, it's not a bad place. Don't get me wrong, but it's also, I mean, you live in Canada. You could just go. It's not like you have to get on a fucking elephant and like maybe die en route to the. It's a 4.5 hour flight.
Yeah.
Plus, I was there for
cool
Champions
stuff
of Fire, so I've seen everything that you need to see.
Yeah, you spent like 95% of the time in the financial district. It's basically
what percentage of New Yorkers have ever gotten
New York.
catered food inside the Time Life building?
I'll tell you the percentage of New Yorkers that spend any amount of time in the financial district, which
The
is
rich
the
ones,
top
aka
1%.
the important ones.
Why would you ever want to hit that ramp?
I did it because it had lights.
Yeah, I also did it because.
Well, it flew me in the air upside down, and
I don't know where we're going.
Do I go through the gate? I do.
This is like a Beetle adventure racing track. What is happening?
Is that music in the game, or is my apartment being invaded
No,
by
it's in the
like
game.
by like soccer
getting attacked
fans?
by a Mortal
the
Kombat.
Yeah.
the fuck?
This track probably takes a little getting used to. It looks kind of complicated.
I think this is the track from Ready Player One, dude.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I was briefly in the driver tutorial.
Oh god! It wedged me between two things, and I fell.
Were they ferns?
Yes.
That's
Obama
yeah. What if you
was
just
there.
go backwards? There you go.
Now that's a plan.
Lord.
Oh, is this still the course? Okay.
Fuck it. Oh yeah, secret. Dude, I have no idea where I am or where I'm going. Am I going up the wall?
Just look for lights, I guess, and go toward those.
Normally you do the opposite.
Post
Fuck.
Oh,
All right. Bad advice, honestly. I don't know what I'm telling you here.
If you see a light at the end of the tunnel, you gonna go towards it?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh god.
I don't think it matters. You're gonna end up where the light is, regardless.
Yeah, I think it's more like it's medically determined, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but what if the people that don't go towards the light, they don't get to go to that sweet heaven where you get to get massive gangbangs with Jesus?
Dude, I watched.
Is there a manual reset button?
There's
I
gotta
also
be,
got
right?
lost down there.
Oh, there. Okay.
You found
I'm
it?
out.
All right, good.
It just took me out after a minute.
Dude, I watched another trashy show last night. And honestly, your country should sue the production companies in Canada making this show. Because it's like, it's probably doing damage to the American tourism economy. So it's called Fear Thy Neighbor. And it's the same kind of schlock, like, like Wives with Knives. And like, it's basically like, hey, your spouse killed you. We got a collection of spouse killings here. This one's like neighbor killings. So the way, here's how the domestic dispute happened here, okay? These guys, and it was a man and a wife, and they didn't like their neighbors, and they kept getting into fights all the time. It took place in Tennessee, no offense, Cobalt. I'm not saying it's emblematic of the culture of Tennessee necessarily.
Oh, Tennessee
Not Florida,
sucks.
man.
It's fine.
But they had all these disputes, and then one day, one of the ladies was out gardening, and her boobs were hanging out. And then one of the other moms came home with her kid and was like, put your boobs away. And she flashed them and then shook them all around and went, I bet you're jealous. I bet you're jealous you don't have a pair of these. And then the mom went inside, talked to her husband. It was like, yo, that bitch just flashed our 8-year-old. And then the husband came outside, and the other lady, booby lady's husband, came outside, and they started arguing. And then the one guy was like, yeah, well, if you want to fight me, come on over, cross this line and fight me. And then when the dude crossed the line, the other lady shot him because she was on his property.
Whoa!
And just killed his ass dead.
It's like the Ozarks.
Yeah.
The show.
Damn.
That's
I have
rough.
one question about that story, though.
Yeah.
Which is, you said the booby lady had her boobies out.
Yeah.
And somebody came over, said, put your boobies away, and then she flashed
Well,
them?
they were like hanging out of her shirt.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I think
thought
they
you
were
like
just kinda
peeled the
loose.
skin back or something and
Nah.
showed
What?
off her mammary glands.
Oh yeah. Please just kill me. Thank you.
Is this one of the hard ones?
Yeah, it is.
Dude,
Okay.
you know, another reason to engage in tourism in New York City, you're allowed to be topless no matter the gender or sex.
Why?
And should be at all times.
I mean, you can do
including
that here as well, but like,
No, I mean legally.
yeah, no, I mean legally as well.
That's cool.
Not really. Literally,
No.
I don't think I've ever seen it invoked.
Yeah, I basically haven't either. But you know,
You got to be in the right place at the right time, I guess.
I think they like if a woman had her breasts out, even though it's legal here, like they'd still get shit from cops probably.
Well, and probably other people as well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't care. Breastfeeding is like, for sure. If you get your boobs out, you're feeding your baby. What do I care? It's none of my business.
Yeah.
But if you were just walking around like, hey, check it out, these are my boobs, I'd be like, all right, holds up spork, I get it. You're very special, but like,
Why does anybody care? It's like,
it just seems like it's
Flesh.
like you're not showing off, but you're like, check it out, I can do this. And you're like, yeah, I know, that's cool.
It also can inadvertently arouse the opposite sex.
I think
that's
that's
kind of on them.
yeah, I agree.
But
Yeah.
it's natural instinct, okay?
I don't know if I want to go down that road.
What I thought at one point you were gonna be like he went over there to talk to them and then he had sex with her.
No,
And
that
I
was the
like,
next
whoa.
episode.
I thought he came outside and was like, "Why won't you flash me? You'll flash
Yeah.
an 8-year-old."
I mean, it's a fair reasoning, honestly.
All joking aside, it is a little messed up to flash a child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's
I agree. It's pretty inappropriate.
definitely not.
And then to kill the husband afterwards. is
Yeah,
pretty
that part's even more inappropriate by a decent margin.
seems less reasonable.
Yeah.
Was there meth involved? There's probably
I don't know. Like, they had real, like, the people that were involved were giving interviews, and I was like, it's a tragic story, but also, like, I can tell that there wasn't a whole lot of thought going on in every single one of these situations.
Yeah.
Those shows, like, they're just like completely made up, right? I mean,
No, you can Google it. This one's real.
that one's real.
Yeah.
Well, because I know they had that other show that was on like Spike TV that was
Oh,
like
1,000 Ways to Die?
Yeah.
That show is made up.
Yeah, that one is like super made up.
You know how
They
you
usually start with a factual premise and then make up a totally fictional
see
reenactment.
that I could understand, but every single person who dies on that show is like an asshole, and that's how.
Okay.
There's some fictionalization happening there because sometimes good people die in stupid accidents. Every
Yeah.
time it's like, this shithead liked to steal from homeless people, and then later, like, some homeless guy sticks out his foot and he trips into a sewer grate and gets turned into cubed watermelon. But
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
And then we
saw
all learned a moral lesson.
one of them was like this guy was being a dick at a party, and then he was having a pool party outside, and a meteorite came and
What?
blew out his heart. Yeah, and just like
Blew out his heart?
yeah, just like went right through him. And I
And the
remember-
Venom
'cause
symbiote took over.
God.
I remember I was watching that with like my family down in Florida, and I was like, "That's the most absurd thing ever." And my cousins were like, "No, but it's real." It's like, it's obviously not real. It's very
Well, it's on
clearly
TV.
not real.
Your chances to get hit by a meteorite have to be like astronomically low.
you think Spike TV
I
would
get it,
just make something
astronomical.
up like that?
Oh, they would never.
Oh man.
There's like a truth in media bias thing. Like, you gotta adhere to the truth in media standards, and you can't just say things happen that don't happen.
Yeah, obviously. Who would do that?
Ooh, we're on Mars now.
This is
I'm
a
the-
normal.
Yeah, I'm so
level.
happy that it's like a wide open course that doesn't make me want to throw up.
It's like
Yeah.
Mad Max. Oh, that's
All right.
your humps.
Actually,
Hey,
this is just like the first track.
Hello, Ruka. Thanks for jumping on
Hi,
the
Ruka.
desk. You want to stand
I
in front
tried
of
to
the
give
screen?
Ruka a little box to put him in on your Sims house, and he couldn't go on there. Sad.
EA.
Atoma was very accurate.
Yeah, the cats actually act like your real cats do, which is pretty impressive on EA's part.
Son of a gun.
Rook is very curious, and he likes to stand on top of the refrigerator and meow a lot.
Basically true to life, yeah. He is
I
indeed
actually hit
annoying.
someone.
And Tomo's very clingy, and he wants to sleep next to Kate a lot.
Fairly true.
Yeah.
My cat wants to claw me through the couch like he's Freddy Krueger.
Through the couch?
Yeah, because there's like a slit from where the two
Okay.
like a double couch.
He like reaches
Yeah.
through.
That's why he hides in there and just
Yeah.
like attacks. Yeah,
Just his
silly.
one claw. He curls it around your throat.
Oh,
that is classic cat.
that's like the raptor scene in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it is. Kind of like that.
Okay.
Rocket up the ace.
Whoop. About Gangnam Style. Whatever happened to Psy? Is he
Yeah,
still
he's
doing things?
like very, very popular in South Korea.
Yeah,
That's cool for him.
Yeah.
Seems
Remember
like
when
a
he
nice
made
guy.
that the most popular video on YouTube at one point?
Before Despacito, Daddy Yankee.
I still never heard Despacito.
No, you have. You just don't know what it is yet. I promise
Oh.
you. There's no way you could have avoided it.
Oh.
Hello, Tomo. Hello to you as well, my friend.
Hey, Tomo. That's good kitties.
That's not a shortcut. That's a rock.
Dude, when I was in Costa Rica and in Mexico, when I was younger, I did not understand how popular Daddy Yankee is in South and Central America.
That is either.
I didn't
Like-
even know who he was until last year.
Dude, like straight up, I was when I was there, like I would be at the hotel, you know, like pool bar area or something, and every single person there was wearing a Yankees cap. I was like,
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Daddy Yankee.
yeah, I am.
They wore the
they-
cap for him.
They were all wearing Yankees caps, and I remember I asked one of the locals. I was like, "Wow, are the Yankees really market really hard down here?" I was like, "No, they're all Yankees fans."
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "What? Okay, all right." That's very, very interesting and confusing to me.
I'm freaking. Isn't baseball like insanely popular in Central America?
Probably, yeah,
Yeah, I think it is.
yeah.
I'm not sure. Hey, Rob was the primary source. He was there. I think you may have asked an idiot though,
I mean, it's possible. But
or
mean,
I might be the idiot. Like I don't know. Again, like I didn't know who Daddy Yankee was until last year.
Could be a little
all I'm
both.
saying is I didn't see any other MLB team hats. I saw only Yankees caps.
I believe that.
And by the way, this was like I was like 14 at the time, so this is like nearly 15 years ago.
You can yank D's.
That's a good point.
Nuts. Oh, I see.
It's probably like when people from England come to America and they see people wearing like Manchester United kits.
And you.
They're probably like, "What's going on with that?" And they're like, "What? You know, David Beckham, FIFA
He
2002."
Oh, that's a good point. Someone said Gasolina was a big hit back when at that era. So that might, that might have influenced that the Yankees caps.
You want another track or you want to move on?
Let's move on to Worms. There might be some setup
Alrighty.
time.
Okay.
Okay.
That was fun though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty
Rip
good.
Combat
Cool.
Racing. You can buy it right now if you want it. It's $30 on Steam.
Yeah.
Not
Good
bad.
time.
Online
Compliment Nick
works.
on his birthday poem to Ryan. You are complimented, Nicholas.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Oh man. It paused my download when I opened that game.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like Fiverr.
You're looking at
Shouldn't be a
Fiverr,
big deal.
the
Fiverr
website.
minutes, 4 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna hire someone for $5.
Yeah, to download the game for you.
That'd be sweet. Would it be like better than 30 download?
They carry the bits over, reassemble them.
I think we're playing WMD, guys.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
They're
Which,
asking
if
what
I
version.
guessed correctly, was the newest.
Yes.
Okay. It was a dice roll, but I got it. Oh, this works with Razer Chroma.
What is Razor Chroma? Oh, your
I
keyboard
believe it
can
lights
glow.
up your keyboard in worms colors.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh lord, that's loud.
Now I got Despacito stuck in my head and I don't even remember the words. That's what it's like in my brain.
Yeah.
The only part I know of Despacito, apart from when he says Despacito, shabadaba, is when they do like a verse in Spanish, and then they do a really, really high quality like, oh yeah. Like he breathes in really sharply and then like whisper sings "Oh yeah," but also auto tuned into the microphone. It's beautiful.
So he sniffs and then says, "Oh yeah."
He goes, "Oh yeah."
Is that to imply that
I
he's
like
doing
that.
a line of cocaine?
Despacito.
Could be sniffing anything.
Oh, so Alexa, this is so sad. Please play Despacito 2. Twitch Prime subscriptions on the top right, by the way.
I've joined on Nick, by the way.
Oh, I will join on Nick as well.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. My thing is bad,
Oh,
chat.
you
I
don't like it?
apologize.
You can just toss it in the fridge, and I will eat it later.
There we go.
I wonder
Oh, hey, you get out of here.
Ruka.
I thought.
I always think Veruca salt when I hear
Oh,
Veruca.
of course.
Mm.
I thought that would be your salad of choice, Kate, but I guess I was wrong. Red kale, sautéed mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, Reggiano, and toasted onion dressing. Pardon me.
That sounds pretty nice.
Sounds very fancy.
You know, there are certain things in life growing up that I really hated, but now that I'm an adult, I actually like them, and I hate myself for it. And one is coffee, and two is Brussels sprouts.
That you've grown to like?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Right there with you.
some good seasoned Brussels sprouts. Oh man,
Thin sliced Brussels sprouts, fried or baked with a salt, pepper, and like lemon juice on them. So good.
I
It's top
still
tier
have
side.
only had the Brussels sprouts the one time, which was at PAX with you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hold it down for a second? I just gotta check the door. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
the smell can be a little overbearing sometimes.
The smell was the worst part of it because it made like everyone at the table made fun of me because I ordered like feet and
That's
garbage.
because everybody at the table was a gamer. And anytime something doesn't smell like icing or McDonald's fryer grease, they got to make fun of it. You said, "Hey, Ryan, do you want these Brussels sprouts?" And I said, "Fuck yeah." And then I ate those feet-smelling Brussels sprouts, and, well, some of them, and then I put the rest in the fridge. I will admit the next day it did smell pretty bad. So I did not go back for seconds. But that's half because they were cold as well.
Yeah.
All right, I just finished installing them, booting it up.
Got a question in my chat. Figured I'd kick it up the chain. Rob, random questions. Feelings on Ricky Martin?
Like, as a musician, I am against him.
As a dancer, a judge.
I mean,
Father,
I
a mother.
unironically like that one famous song.
Livin'
that
La
he
Vida
has
Loca?
from- That's the one, yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to separate, I guess, the fact that that song was just everywhere in 1999.
It was everywhere.
It's hard for me to say whether I don't think I can actually impartially talk about that song.
Yeah, that seems fair.
All right, I'm back.
All right, I have invited Cobalt.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That was like 6 cents or some shit because I didn't know that they were there, and they had just come to the door right as I was going down the stairs. I was waiting on a delivery I had to sign for.
Connecting.
I do think the song has kind of like some troubling implications, though. Like, no, like for real. Doesn't he say like, well, once I gotta play it through in my head. Took my heart, took my
No
moon.
open
No,
space.
not that part.
Living la vida loca.
Like, wait, at one point doesn't he say,
Turn me
I will
around.
wear you
"Oh,
out."
it's a different song," where he says that she bangs.
Oh, my
Wait,
game crashed.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, it's Josh again.
It's when he says, she looks like a flower, but she stings like a bee, like every girl in history. And I go, not all
Ricky.
women, Ricky. Okay?
Ricky.
So you should exit us out here, Nick. Instead of taking your turn.
Ricky.
Ricky.
I guess we all have to exit, actually. That's...
Broccoli's smile is spent. That's what happens when you tangle with the cobalt.
Tangled?
Well, I'm kind of, I mean, yes, Ricky Martin did then come out as gay, which is why I thought it was pretty fucked up that he was like, right, dudes? Like, all women are snakes. And then, like, 6 years later, he was like, by the way, I've been gay the whole time.
I didn't know he came out as gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, it was probably like, I don't know, even like 12 years ago now, but...
Yeah, I guess I missed that announcement. Although that probably was around the era where like, you know, I was probably like 12 or something, and my parents were like, "Oh my God, he liked Ricky Martin. Can't let him know that gay people exist."
He always listened to Ricky Martin while he played Dungeons and Dragons.
The perfect storm.
What do you guys think about the word britches?
We do not use it here.
My
game
chat made
crashed
fun of
again.
me.
Oh,
Lisa
that's-
hates when I use it.
It's kind of a southern thing, isn't it?
That's what I thought.
My friend Robert's game has
Mein
crashed.
Freunde.
I
Yeah,
thought you were
I'm-
in.
Again.
I mean, it crashed again when we were loading. I'll verify the integrity of the game cache. And
I'm
figure
not
something out.
suggesting anything, but once you're in the game, if you are alt tabbing, don't alt tab.
No, I'm not actually.
All right, fair enough.
Not all tabbing at
Try
all.
full screen if you're in windowed.
Yeah, I'll
It's
try
also
that.
another possibility.
Maybe
Yeah, my
this is
chat
why
was
we
like-
stopped playing this.
That's from the 1800s. No one uses that anymore. It's like, it's your britches. What do you mean?
Oh.
Really no big deal.
Gotta change his britches.
Well, you use
Lisa's
it in
like,
that,
you sound like an uncultured swine.
If you're referring to your young child, it's okay.
Right? Not changing my britches.
Well, there's that one, the one idiom that people still use sometimes.
Too big for
that
your
involves
britches.
britches.
Britches
Too
get
big for your britches.
stitches.
Yeah, britches get stitches. That's the one.
Oh.
I was reading I think it was like an etymology Reddit thread or something, but it was like an etymology of idioms. And it's funny how there's a couple of them that like we just use the complete opposite way than their original intended meaning. Like for instance, we say like you know, it's a couple bad apples, meaning like it's just a couple bad people, but the rest are pretty good. But the whole
few
thing
bad
is
apples spoil the bunch.
spoil the bunch. Yeah, like the bad apples are the ones that ruin the entire thing.
Well, but then the Osmond said that one bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, babe.
That's a good point.
So how do you reconcile that?
Well, the Osmonds are on another level, really.
They're snakes.
Both
They
in.
ate that damn bad apple. Probably.
Oh, what the fuck?
How's that cash going?
It's good. It's done, and now I am in full screen mode, and I am going to game capture Worms WMD, and then I'm gonna go to game, and then I'm gonna be like, all right.
Hey, has anybody tried Battlefield V? I say V because it's V for victory, not necessarily 5. I have to
Or
qualify this
Vendetta.
every time that make sure I know what I'm talking about.
But
here.
it is Battlefield 5.
No, it's V for victory because it's World War II.
It's Call of Duty with vehicles, right?
I mean, it's been its own flavor for a good while. I was just curious. I never played it. The
Is there
new
a
one. I
VR
mean.
mode?
There is.
Shut up.
There is.
No, don't Nick ... I'm serious. Look it up.
I do
It's
like-
not necessarily V. But it's not
Jabated,
necessarily 5.
jabated question mark kind of looks like Alex Bailey has a hook for a hand and he's scratching his head while he looks up.
Yeah, I see it.
He's like, huh? Yeah, let's get some readies going here.
Okay.
I'm ready, but I'm scared of crashing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's gonna make me sound anal, but maybe don't hit the ready button 10 times a second as the game is trying to load in.
You mean like this?
Yeah, like I think yeah, I'm just trying to have mercy on Team 17 to some extent.
Frontier.
Oh my
I
God.
All
like
right.
that
Well, why don't you pick the map and tell us when you're ready, and then I'll hit the button.
It re-unreadies me every time I change it.
Yes.
Now we got
Yeah,
the
that's-
open world. Changes the strats up.
Oh, we're getting past the load, maybe?
Do you hear grring? Oh yeah, everybody hears that.
I think I'm in. Oh, what?
Don't you do it.
It is incredibly... What the fuck?
Yes, I did see the story about a woman who was flying on Southwest. The boarding agent made fun of her daughter's name, and it's an actually complicated issue in my head because her daughter is named ABCDE, which is fucking stupid, but simultaneously is super not cool to make fun of a 5-year-old and then post like ridicule for her name on social media.
That's hilarious. I mean, I probably couldn't.
How do you
help
say
myself,
that?
Honestly.
Apparently, it's AB City. Alrighty.
Well, there he goes. First blood.
Okay, you guys should look at my stream and see what I see.
What's
Because-
going wrong?
I am in the world of Masingno, and
God.
it's the game started with all of my worms getting exploded by a bunch of things.
Also, you jumped your worm into the water, and then it came back with 6 HP. So I have no idea what's happening there. But let's let it ride.
It's a different version than I remember.
I recognize that when we make fun of ABCDE, we're making fun of the mother. But you have to understand that when the 5-year-old is there and you're laughing, then that's a little bit of a different story. That's all I'm saying.
If you're, I feel like it doesn't really need to be said that you shouldn't make fun of a 5-year-old in front of them to their face.
Yeah.
If you're an
Yeah,
adult.
you should always do it behind their back.
I mean,
Yeah,
let's be
exactly.
honest. If any one of us encountered a legal document that said ABCDE Simpson or whatever her name was, we would be talking about it on the show.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But
I'm not
if she handed me the ID, I wouldn't go, "Wait, really?" Where's the camera?
I might think that it was misprinted on the ID, actually.
The government
GHI.
the government doesn't make mistakes.
Oh.
So I will say that mom should be in jail. But so should the gate agent.
What is going on here?
Yeah,
We're
I don't really
stuck.
know.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
that should pep us up.
Sincerely, you do not understand what I'm seeing. It's a very strange
Oh, you
world.
guys are inside of the map?
Yeah, I've spawned inside of the map. So
You're not going to be able to do
Oh.
anything in there.
You have to drill yourself.
yeah, I just
I've never seen that happen
Well,
before in any
then.
game of Worms.
Great. I
Guess
think there's
what
like 3 of them stuck in the ground over here.
Yep.
tasty worm lick. Guess I'll
Very bold design decision.
guess I'll go. Yeah, like my worm was legitimately
Wow.
inside of the terrain. As- That's an extremely good defensive position.
Take a home for yourself.
Rob has no map.
Yeah,
There's a
no,
sniper scope embedded in the map, too. Good luck
There
with
is-
that.
there is
It's-
no map for me.
Rob's stream also has no height, so everybody is at the same height. All right.
Yeah, well, except there are a few worms that are on the 2nd level, like just below, and they can't move at all.
All right. Let's see Rob.
How do you want to handle this?
Wow,
Go to
yeah,
different
Rob.
Worms?
After the
Yeah.
cruise.
Old worms?
Well, which
I mean,
which
I'd
old
have to
worms?
install them,
Revolution?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I like this one more than the other ones too, which is
Yep.
annoying because I want to
Yeah,
play
this
this
one's
one.
actually in 2D and it feels better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the helicopter was also stuck under the ground with us, too, so.
Worms Revolution.
What do I quit?
What an experience.
Oh, we just hit exit.
Oh, I have
on
this
the
one
menu.
installed already. Wonderful.
I want to see what it looks like. What does it look like on your streams when I take this helicopter?
Oh, I already have
We
the
all
new
left.
game loading up. I
I'm
really
not blaming Rob, but I'm blaming Rob.
All right.
I try not to be too insufferable about this, But how many case studies do we need of like the game worked? Hey, new update is broken forever.
They were just tweeting the other day too some shit about how their worms were so good. 20th anniversary or something.
Uh-oh.
We're doing Worms Rev.
Worms Revolution, please.
I'm installing DirectX again.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
One day.
I would...
I understand there are different libraries, and that's why it reinstalls so many times. I'm just saying.
I also...
Give me all the libraries.
The options menu in Worms Revolution is hilarious. They've listed... Every box is a resolution plus the hertz of the refresh rate of the monitor. So you got to go 1280 by 720. Okay, there's 1,000 different possible options. There's 3, but I'm in an indignant mood, okay? So, dude, I'll tell you, Nick, and this is not necessarily even... It's a very well, actually, but part of the reason you want not to have all the libraries is something that happened in Node.js last week. There's basically, I'm not going to belabor the point too much, but whenever you use Node.js, you tend to use like 1,500 libraries that have been written by other people. And then one dude, I'm probably going a little robot for you here, but one dude made a change to one of the libraries that made it like search for a Bitcoin wallet on your computer and then send him all the funds in it.
Oh, I see.
Well,
okay. Good.
Hey,
good point.
You know, that's ingenuity, right there.
Didn't know about that. Now I do.
Yeah, I heard Bitcoin's doing really well these days.
Still, I mean, it's doing really well if you can just steal it, I guess.
That's the Bitcoin. I mean, dude, Bitcoin is still worth $4,200.
Yeah,
it was at 16K.
Yeah, it's not great if you bought it for $23,000 a coin.
Yeah, but then, like, anybody that did that is a big, dumb idiot.
You go back to November of last year, and you start telling people that.
I was going to buy $2,000.
Last year, whenever we talked about cryptocurrency on the show, everyone was, it's so painful whenever they talk about crypto, but they don't know anything about it. By this time next year, it'll be at $100,000 a coin.
All that I know about it is that I watched the price of it go up and down, and lately it's been dropping.
Aren't people recommending you refinance your house to put all?
I don't think anybody on Earth was recommending that except for like Martin Shkreli, but
the man with the world's most punchable face.
That was John McAfee. Yeah, exactly.
Isn't he in jail forever now?
No, McAfee.
Shkreli?
He's
no.
Oh, Shkreli. Yeah, he's toasted for sure. John McAfee's just on the run from the Bolivian government.
Pat McAfee has a podcast.
All right.
Oh my fuck. Okay.
Boys.
Yeah. I mean, me too, I guess. Hold on.
Oh, do you have a not playing Worms computer? Is that how this is?
I guess so, because like I can't alt tab out of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to, so what you have to do is go to the resolution options. You're going to change from window to full screen, or sorry, vice versa. And then you have to alt tab back into the game to say, yes, I accept those settings.
Okay.
Because when you change from full screen to windowed, it puts it in the background tab, and it doesn't load it fast enough for you to click yes before it reverts to full screen.
Thank you, Bear. Thank you for the bear raid.
Oh, man.
You came in for a troubleshooting portion of a Worms game.
That's John McAfee.
That's the Neon Genesis Evangelion song.
John McAfee tweeted about Neon Genesis Evangelion.
James McAvoy?
No, he's cool. I mean, John McAfee is cool, too, in like a scary way. He's lived a life that would make a very cool movie for sure.
That's a good point.
I think we have all lived lives like that.
No, absolutely not.
Highly doubt
Sometimes
that,
I think about that, where I'm like, even if they made like a documentary about my life, it would be the most boring shit of all time.
Are you guys in a match right now, by the way?
We're in and waiting for other
in the
people.
lobby.
Because I tried to.
I'm gonna restart the game.
Join off you multiple times, and it says game not available.
Yes, I also got the same thing.
Did you accept his invites, or did you join on him through the multiplayer browser?
Both.
Oh. Any chance it's a 2-player game, Nicholas?
You know, just to be safe, you might be right. Let me see. And re-lobby.
As soon as you left, I got an option to invite friends. I don't know if that means that because there's
I
space.
screwed it up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not an idiot. Good.
You know, that was me.
Thank God. I'm glad to know that it wasn't that this worm is cursed
No,
as well.
Cobalt, you can't join this one.
I'm in. I have like
should
8
be
worms
sorted.
for some
You
reason.
do have 8 worms on your...
Yep. When the other people join, it'll even out.
I mean,
they
you know,
hanging a teddy bear.
wait, hold on. You guys are in this lobby as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I do not see Cobalt.
He's not here yet.
He's not in the game.
Ah. Okay.
The game
found.
It's got its own problems. We don't need to add to them.
Steak is best well done. Fuck the police. No,
See.
fuck you, you silly man. What
Do
are
I
you
like my
doing?
medium.
The only reason I say fuck you is not because you like your steak well done, but because you say that that's the best way to do it. If you were like, I like it well done and fuck everybody who tells me otherwise, okay. But if
Yeah,
you're,
that's
you
fair.
know, that's fine. I understand you can't. It's like the closest you could ever come to knowing what it's like to be a Twitch streamer with a backseaty chat is to go to a steak restaurant with like 6 middle-aged men and order a steak well done.
Yeah,
Try and
there are
ready
the-
up if you can.
I don't know how.
It's stopping it a
X.
lot. X.
Go to your you
There
got
we
it.
go.
They swapped our buttons up.
Yeah.
Stick with the same button layout, please.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of button layout, actually, this is a worms where jump is Y, right?
Oh, crap.
No.
What's
We'll
the
find out when we jump into the water.
Not why, surely.
It's something weird.
One of
in
them's
this.
A and one of them is X.
Yeah.
There's a button to minimize chat that you can hold, but I don't
Oh,
remember
no.
what it
Okay,
is.
if you press escape, it'll give you access to the UI, and then you can click the
Yes.
arrow and remove it.
How do we
Oh.
do this for a job?
Oh god, we
Why
haven't
is
played this
every
in so
game-
long.
The past like 4 shows, they're all cursed. What's happening in the
Yeah.
world today?
Yeah, the multiplayer is becoming a finite resource that we are losing access to.
Where is it?
People on the street
Ah, here it is.
using guns and knives.
At least we left Grip 5 minutes early.
Oh crap.
It means we're only like 20 minutes late for the start of this
Whatever.
segment.
taking drugs in each other's lives.
That was the worst turn.
All right. All right.
I liked it.
You're lucky that Horseshoe is there, or like mutually assured destruction. I would just waterboard all y'all
There's
down there.
3 of the worms right there.
Yeah, I really hate my team placement.
Wow.
No, you're okay.
RNG,
Blue's in trouble.
Yeah, Patrick McBoob is dead.
I'm trying to think if I do things, if I play my cards exactly right, maybe I can kill all of the reds and the blue with the
Can
dynamite.
we not
Let's
kill
see.
all the reds?
There's
Yeah,
no
could you
way.
not call them the Reds as well?
We beat them, so we can call them
That
whatever we want
horseshoe.
now.
Yeah, we do write history. I believe.
Oh,
good.
Freddy!
Wow.
Nearly
You know,
half
it's
my
funny.
team dead.
I named all of these worms like probably like 6 years ago now. So
That's what bothers me, is when like things don't work, but it saved your team name from 6 computers ago.
No.
Where's Tobias Funk?
Tobias Funke from
on
Arrested Development. I was very much into
Oh.
Arrested Development back then.
Back before they
I
ruined
still
it.
kind of am, yeah.
My first turn, and I am this worm.
I have a bad habit of binge watching things and then never remembering anything about them.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
But I enjoy it at the time.
So this is like a little 6-year time capsule for me of
Mm.
things that I found funny.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Stanky Samwell.
He's my least favorite. He was my least favorite back then. I'm a big fan of Dr. Fartenheimer, though.
I also am a Beg fan.
I cannot tell the difference between my color and your color.
Oh!
Whoa! The meta is changing. Whoa.
Took away his
Okay.
shield and gave it to the enemy team.
No, it's just an
Next level.
encumbrance. That shit's annoying.
I'm with you.
Burrito sandwich mine? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yours.
Well, I'm gonna guess it is because I believe you are also gravy salad.
Well, who's green?
Yeah, that's it. I think that's...
I can't tell the
I'm
difference
blue.
between an
Oh,
element.
that's right.
Yeah, it's cobalt.
It's gravy.
Oh, no.
Great, no, good. Burrito sandwich is your own guy.
Him.
Burrito sandwich is your
I
own guy.
think that's not mine.
It is.
That's your guy. That's
100%.
Okay,
We are not
fine.
colorblind, so we know that.
I'm taking him down.
Do not do that.
Look, out of the
Oh.
3 at the bottom, the one on the farthest right is the yellow team. If
Yeah.
that helps in any way.
Oh my word.
That was an interesting
no.
move.
Well, okay.
Yeah, still going. I don't think I'm biased.
That was very destructive.
It worked.
I'm down to 2 worms.
Yeah, that's worms.
Yeah.
It's like if you go fourth, you often just lose.
Yeah.
Well, you know, turnabout is fair play.
That's a good question. Has anybody seen Bohemian Rhapsody here in the call?
Nope.
No, I'll watch it on video on demand, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, I probably will too.
I'll
I'm not gonna
watch it
in
when I'm
theaters.
on a plane and I can't hear it at all.
That seems like the worst time to watch that specific
No, I'm
movie.
It was a reference to when Ryan watched that war movie that was kind of sound dependent.
Dunkirk.
Yeah.
That just
you go.
pisses me off, though, because I'm like, dude, if I didn't watch Dunkirk on an airplane, I never would have seen it. People were like, you know, oh, Christopher Nolan's crying somewhere. And I'm like, okay.
Oh,
No.
shit, right,
Yes.
of course.
He gets
Yeah,
to
X is not shoot.
he gets to choose how the movie's made. He doesn't get to choose how it's consumed.
I mean, ideally in a movie theater.
All right. Well, if he's paying for it, then he can start to dictate
Yeah.
that. Dude,
He
I
never
gotta
does pay for
reconcile
our
the
movies.
fact that I like Into the Spider-Verse is apparently amazing, but I have no interest in seeing it whatsoever. But it's apparently incredible. So maybe I will.
That's a
see
different
it.
series.
I already saw that one.
Oh, X isn't fire
Alright.
in this
Yep,
one.
did the same thing. Did the exact same thing.
Holy moly.
Maybe the problem is not 100% on the shoulders of the game.
Well, okay. In fairness to us, we literally just played the other worms where A was jump and X
Yeah.
is shoot. Speaking of which, you know, we've played this game on the NLSS for years, complained about X being shoot, or X being jump for years. Is there like, can you just change that?
Yeah,
Can you
never
just change the
once
keys?
have we looked at the key bindings. Never.
Might just be able to change
No,
those
let's just keep complaining about it. That's probably easier.
All I do, well, here's the thing.
That
Now,
is so endless. Just 6 years of complaining about it, but never actually.
you're fucked either way, because now if you switch it from X to A, you're just going to jump in half the time anyway.
Yeah.
So you should just do what I do and always start with a jump in a safe direction just to see if it's actually jump.
Yeah.
Now that's a plan.
Look into that water down there. Safe.
How about every time you intend to jump, a dialogue pop-up box comes up and says, "Are you sure you want to jump?"
Would you like the jump?
I got an
I
idea.
pushed him into my turret. Oh, juicy.
Oh, of course it turns around in the water. Yeah.
That was
Man.
a good squirt show.
Actually, I don't think I've seen Dunkirk, by the way.
It's not bad. I mean, it's like actually a good movie, but I mean, you can see it whenever.
It's very what it is. Like, there aren't a lot of war movies I've seen that have taken such an artistic approach to it. It's very unique to itself, and I liked it.
You know what?
Just be careful. You remember, it's X to jump, A to shoot.
I heard Aquaman has good reviews.
Really?
That's what I
Kind of
heard.
don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
I don't believe it
Oh.
either. That's what I hear. No, Nikki. Oh, wait. Nikki's not. Oh, no.
It set off the turret again.
Wow.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I
decent
mean, Dr.
grenade.
Fardenheimer was dead, so I figured,
Yeah.
you know, might as well. I want to see that. I want to see Bohemian Rhapsody. There are other movies in the theaters right now that are.
I want to see
Good,
Overlord.
right?
Did that flunk out of theaters yet?
I thought I heard it was bad.
Overlord? It has like an 88 on Rotten Tomatoes or something.
Oh,
That's
never
awful.
mind.
I don't know.
Then I was
Reddit.com/r/movies
wrong.
might not be that into it, but Dude,
Overlord
I
was really
felt
good. Overlord was hot trash.
I felt really proud of myself today because there was a post on Reddit that linked to another resource, and it was like the top 10 trailers of 2018. And then I thought to myself, as soon as I clicked on the link, I thought of 2 trailers: Suspiria and Mission Impossible Fallout trailer where Henry Cavill reloads his biceps.
Cocks his guns, yeah.
Both of them on the list. It's like the smartest I've felt in the past 6 months. I was like, I got 2 of the movies right.
There's actually RE7 DLC where you can reload your biceps.
Really?
It might make for quite a funny Sunday stream.
There you go.
Yeah, but then I'd have to deal with the nausea that game creates.
Oh,
again,
right.
So.
I think it's like 2 hours long, too.
Speaking of Suspiria, the first trailer they put out, I was like, not in. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And they put out that other trailer, and I was like, I'm in. That looks good.
I just think, like, it's very gratifying because whenever a trailer comes on and Kate and I are at the movies, I'll turn to her and be like, that looks like shit. Or I'll be like, whoa, that looks really good. And to have Vulture.com prove that I am as astute as I thought I was, it felt very life-affirming. I was like, thank you, Vulture. I appreciate they're the TV club. I don't know who it was. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it.
Oh!
Oh!
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, you can
that
go
was
in there.
a little- Oh.
You!
It's okay. You have 4 worms. It's fine.
It's true.
That's
I
a good
shouldn't,
point,
I shouldn't complain. Isn't Suspiria that movie with Rihanna? No, that's Battleship. That is the movie Battleship.
Oh, you're gonna go for the easy kill?
Well, obviously. Goodbye.
You guys check out that new season of Mystery Science Theater 3000 yet?
Nah.
Nah. I just do my
Nope.
own on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I've never watched one of those before.
It's
Half one maybe.
it's really good. It's like it's half as long as the last season, which sucks, but it's really good.
Apparently,
All right,
people,
goodbye.
Lots of people tweeted me that one of the episodes is a movie night movie. Actually.
Which one?
I don't remember. I think it was like some sort of a Western one.
I've only seen Mac and Me, and
Okay.
McAfee.
and yeah, McAfee and Mac and Me, and Marley, of course. And I've watched like the first third of Atlantic Rim, which is the Asylum Pacific Rim knockoff.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oops.
All right.
Oh,
Well.
Stinky Sam.
You
You gotta
be
fight
honest,
against the marmalade.
Stanky's got like 5 kills, by the way.
We're so dead right here.
Wow, you guys are just right there.
No.
What other movies are in theaters right now that are, blowing up out there?
Harry Potter.
Yeah, don't get
yeah.
me fucking started on Grindelwald. But then A Star is Born, which I want to be cynical about, but apparently it rules, so I can't be. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Creed 2. It's a good.
Oh, I want to see Wreck-It Ralph.
It's a great
Oh,
time
yeah,
at the
Creed
multiplex for all cinephiles everywhere.
Nobody even hit him. Come on.
Yeah, there is that new Clint Eastwood movie coming, right?
The
like
Old
what's
Man and the Mule. Yeah,
the mule? Yeah. Is he
Picking things up the bum bum.
yeah. It's directed by Gus Van Sant. There's an extremely graphic close-up of Clint Eastwood shoving a condom full of cocaine up his asshole.
I'm ready for it.
Why do you think he's got that look on his face?
Is it actually Gus Van Sant that's doing it?
No, I don't know. I mean, it could be.
Oh, okay.
Who was it?
Remember when
Chad?
Like-
James Bond sat in that chair with no bottom and they just whipped the shit out of his nuts with a knot of rope? I can't get that out of my head. It was awful.
Touching
I
his
love
paw
that
and
scene.
rope?
What?
You gotta ready up though. Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys see trailers for that the 70th shitty Robin Hood movie?
Oh well, it's out and
Yeah.
and bad.
Is
With
it
the amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man dude in it?
Do
Also
they just
felt.
make those movies for like money laundering
Yes,
purposes?
I mean
Like,
that's the only assumption that I can make. When
it can be the only reason.
it's
I
another
can't-
life-affirming moment. When I saw the trailer, I forget what it was in front of, but I saw the trailer for Robin Hood. It was like, it's a big budget movie coming out this year, and I was like, why do you hate money? Like, are you just? We made a boring ass like it's Robin Hood, but with the underworld aesthetic from 2004.
Oh, so it's blue tinted.
Also blue tinted, also as a
Basically,
leather.
yeah.
Oh,
Can't be
fuck
worse than the
that
Robin
movie.
Hood from like 5 years ago.
I
10
think
years
it
ago.
absolutely is worse
It
than
looks
the.
considerably worse.
I think it's
actually.
worse than the Ridley Scott, Russell Crowe Robin Hood.
The best Robin Hood is the cartoon with the foxes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a good
with the
movie.
fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's a controversial take, like at all.
Men in Tights is okay. I'll allow
What's
that.
jump
Yeah.
again?
Men in Tights
Jump is
good.
X.
Are
It's
you
like
sure?
the Princess Bride of Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
Yeah,
telling
there
the
you go.
truth. It's really X.
I'll allow either of those. Like those are fine. Even though
It's just like,
the Kevin Costner one is not horrendous.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it put me to sleep like 3 times
I just think
in the
like,
theater.
who wants to make a movie with like about Robin? It's too late. Like we've already seen it 100 times.
I just, you know what it is with me actually with the Robin Hood story is that like every time they do a movie of Robin Hood, they're like, we're making it hip and edgy and cool, and it's just like, you know, at this point we've had 20 hip, edgy, cool Robin
Yeah.
Hoods. Can I just have regular Robin Hood? I actually kind of want to see the regular story of Robin
Well,
Hood.
the Ridley Scott one is like bad for the opposite reason. Or it's bad for the reason you're suggesting, actually, which is basically that like in this one he doesn't really like steal from the rich. He's just a soldier for the Lancaster army, and then he starts leading a rebellion against.
Yeah, but
The
see, that's changing the
Lannisters?
story and shit. Like, what's that? Why? You know?
Plus, you're right, Chad. He's a socialist, so I don't
that's a
know
good
in
point.
today's modern climate if we should be like pushing that sort of thing. We're already very divided. Is all I'm
Very
trying
true.
to say. Lock self
Yeah.
to Twitter.
Oh
HQ.
my gosh.
I don't know.
Now.
Robin Hood. And you know what? I could go for a good Camelot tale. Canterbury tale.
Yeah, I like camels a lot as well.
But
Camels
Yeah.
are great.
I
you know?
I do feel though that
I rode one.
again, I hate to
did.
say that I was reading it on Reddit, but I was. That like the big flop of last year was a movie I didn't even know existed, which was a $175 million Guy Ritchie retelling of King Arthur.
Oh right,
And-
yeah, I forgot that
I,
happened.
I was
Yeah.
like, all these movies have one thing in common, which is they're boring as shit and take place in the 13th century. Like, I don't know when King Arthur was, okay? But
They need to throw some dragons and magic in there. Just for fun.
Dragons, you say?
Dragons.
I
They're
think
the
even
best.
I just think people like, unless it's great, they just don't want to see it. Like, Kingdom of Heaven, same boat.
Well, you know what? What happens is I feel like people use, big public domain properties like that as an excuse to make a big budget action movie, and I get it, but at the same time, we've seen that fail over and over and over and over again. Why are they still making them?
Yeah.
It's like it's
mean-
got to be money laundering. There's literally there's just no other.
They remade Batman a bunch of times, and the newer
Yeah,
one.
Eventually they
cool,
got
though.
it right.
And they also made a shitload of money.
I just, I have to imagine, I kind of, as ridiculous as it is to accuse them of doing it for money laundering purposes, I do kind of agree with Rob, because I'm like, these people have made movies before. They have a company that makes movies, and presumably they want it to make money. Someone came to them and said, $85 million Robin Hood. And they were like, yeah, okay.
I love that you're
Yeah.
agreeing.
They're like, yeah, that seems like a great investment right now. I don't know. Maybe they do make money worldwide. I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
it
yeah,
crushes
they
in
could. Yeah.
Korea.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. It could.
I have no idea.
Yeah, but Transformers makes money here too. Somebody
Yeah,
just brought up Transformers, which is a good point. But
Dude, I saw the new Pacific Rim, the newer one.
oh, it's so bad.
It's horrible.
It's really, really
It's
bad.
the whole spirit of Pacific Rim, which was a little flimsy to begin with, but
Yeah.
enjoyable at least, is just like, is gone.
And this is why I love and respect directors. That's
Fair
why
enough.
you can tell when a
Doesn't it
bad
have
director is
Ludacris?
at the helm of a movie.
It does not have Ludacris.
I'm thinking of somebody though.
Yeah,
that-
I don't want to even suggest who it could be,
can't
but
remember.
Ludacris, Chris Bridges, is in the Fast and the Furious films.
Yeah.
Wait a
Thought he
minute,
was in,
his
like, a
name is
robot
Chris?
His name is Chris Bridges. Yeah,
Luda Chris?
yeah.
Yeah, he was a DJ
Precisely
on a radio
correct.
station. before he was a rapper.
Luda.
This'll work. Nope.
Did you forget which key fire is?
It's so deserved. What can I say? What I do is I jump in a safe direction first to be. Oh well.
Oh, you don't want to go for avocado. Okay, he wants to go for avocado.
Oh, he didn't fall into the water.
Wow.
Oh man.
So that's what's playing at the multiplex.
I hope I get a movie theater back one day.
How far away is the closest movie theater?
All
No!
right.
All right, goodbye.
Like, if you wanted to go
man.
see a Hollywood movie, how far would you have to drive?
I have to drive to Albany, so it's an hour.
Wow! That's gotta put you in, like the 5% of Americans who are most distant from a movie theater.
In the summer, there's a drive-through that is closer to me than Albany.
It's a drive-through movie?
Sorry, I drive in is what.
But
I meant to
hear
say.
me out here. What if you set up a movie theater on the highway so it played like 60 frames a second while you drove by? You could watch a movie while you drive and crash and die.
Sounds enticing.
Yeah.
I wasn't even like, I'm not making fun of you or where you live. I'm mostly just like,
No, I know.
it's like
We
how
would
they,
drive through here.
when they made
Or,
rules for like weed legalization in Canada, and they were like, well, it needs to be like any dispensary will need to be a kilometer away from a school and 500 meters away from like blah blah blah. And you're like, if you look at a city, there's like literally no place that it could even fit. The fact, like, that intersection on the map where it would fit is like where your place of residence is compared to movie theaters. It's like you're where two circles almost touch but not quite. You're in there.
Why does it have to be so far away from schools? Can't you just not sell to kids?
I don't know, man. It's like the
Oh,
moral
God.
think of the children, etc., etc.
They'll be adults eventually if they're lucky.
Yeah, if we're all lucky. I mean, did you read the
Yeah.
climate change report?
Have to be on Taco Dog's head.
I will get a movie theater back possibly early next year, but it depends how things go at the mall.
Our mall, they outlawed wearing hoodies.
You can't wear hoodies at your mall?
The drain.
Nope. They make you take your hoodie off.
Why?
And we have
For
a
shoplifting?
outside theater. You know, a drive. What is it? A drive-in?
Yeah, drive-in.
I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say drive by.
But I don't go there because I'm afraid I'm gonna get like murdered or robbed while I'm chilling. I don't know. It's real sketchy looking.
Do you
It's
know
like
the
super old?
is the drive-in, and this is the same for you, Nick, but is
Yeah.
it always double features or do they do single
Yeah.
features?
2-for-1s.
Think they do single features, yeah.
The one that used to be in my hometown only did doubles, and I was like, "That's sick."
I've never been to a drive-in.
It's really exactly what it sounds like. Like you just watch a movie in your car.
When I was
Yeah,
a kid,
they
it was
got
cooler.
like a speaker next to it.
Yeah, or
it goes
sometimes
through the radio.
Yeah, you can get a radio that tunes to the station that they broadcast the
yeah.
Do
audio.
they
on.
like deliver food to your window? or
No,
anything?
you gotta go get it.
Yeah, there's like a canteen sort of thing.
A little shack with food in it, and it's very expensive.
I have like I've got nostalgia for them, even though I've only been to them like twice in my life. Because once I went with my parents and I saw Monkey Trouble, the movie where a young girl, I don't know, like a monkey escapes from like a pharmaceutical lab and then they get into hijinks. And then The Mask as well. But The Mask, little too spooky for young Ryan, so I just
agree.
kind of like pretended to be asleep in the back of the car.
I went on a date to a drive-in with my girlfriend's parents and her.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as it sounds because like she had a bunch
Same
of
car?
sisters and well, it was a van, so like everybody was just kind
Oh.
of chilling around and we
How
had
was-
like blankets and just sitting in the back. But
How was your view cone?
it was small.
That's what I was thinking. It's like you're
Yeah.
sitting directly behind somebody who's an adult and probably taller than you.
Well, no, we back it. We turned around the van, right? So like you pull the seats down and then everybody can sit. The whole back of the van is like a bench area.
That sounds pretty nice. You get to
That's-
cuddle her parents, you know?
Well, that's what I was leading me to ask the question, like, how many of you have been on dates with your girlfriend's parents? Because it's probably happened to a lot of people.
Never.
It becomes, and it's not so formal as it's like, this is a date, quote unquote. It's like you happen to be there and the parents and the girlfriend go, and it's like you're just part of the family going to do a thing.
You're gonna love this, dude.
Okay.
The first time I met Kate's parents, Kate's grandma was there, so it was like
Okay.
2 for the price of 1. And then, you know who else was there? None other than Michael A.L. Fox.
Oh, that's awesome. How do you get there?
We were all in Vancouver because me, Malf, and Kate were going to PAX, and then you know, Kate's mom was like, "I want to meet this guy, so we'll take them all out for lunch." No, I want to meet me, and then so the first time I met them was also with Malf.
Very egotistical of her to want to meet herself.
Yeah, to meet Fox over you, and when you're the one dating her daughter. But you know, whatever floats her boat. Oh, I forgot which button is attack again.
It's X. X.
Jump.
No, it's jump!
How are you gonna listen to him over me?
I didn't know what to do. I panicked.
You're
Now
aiming
you
at
almost
him.
died.
Oh, that was good.
It's because I was aiming at his worm. I don't fault him for giving me bad info there.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why I did it.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad actually to go with like your girlfriend's family to do a thing.
Yeah,
it's just
unless,
kind of like you're
you
part
know.
of the family.
Yeah, it's just the only thing is like it'd get really awkward if they noticed the blowjob.
See,
You know?
that's why it would be awkward.
You do it
for
in the
you.
second back seat. You don't do it in the one right behind him.
I think
Jesus.
it's only like weird if you're like a bad person. If you're just like a normal
What do you
person.
mean by that?
Well, if you're like a normal person, all you have to do is like be normal during the course
Yeah.
of the interaction. If you're like a bad person, you gotta, I'm gonna pretend to be good for 45 minutes.
Right. 45 minutes. We were together for like 6 hours that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes
I mean,
sense.
technically, I suppose I have too, because I mean, I've gone out to dinner with my mom and Jess. So
Well, no, that's not.
Well, it's easier when it's your actual
Yeah,
parent. I'm
it's your
saying
parent.
more when it's...
Because if you
the
had to
other
tell your
parents.
mom to shut up, you could.
Wow.
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying if you told her mom to shut up, it would be a problem.
Yeah, it's only good if you're a normal person.
I'm just
Yeah, was
saying
that
if
during or after the blowjob?
No, but it's like I'm talking about like it wasn't a date, but one time in like 8th grade, we were driving to my friend's birthday party, and my dad, like I had a girl in the car who was coming to the birthday party as well, who I kind of had a crush on, and when we drove past like my mom's old office, my dad was like, "That's where Ryan was conceived," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Shut up!
Oh god.
You're not necessarily
Yeah, I
telling your
remember that
mom
one.
to shut up because you know she's just being like, I love you. Sometimes maybe she's teasing you, and you go,
I didn't know it was a shut up with like a caveat that's like, nobody means shut up here. It's just like,
Yeah.
that's not cool.
that's a
It-
quality tease, though.
it's
Like,
a great tease. I put that in the.
It'll happen, man.
It's like, hey, I banged your mom over there.
And then you turn around and wink, and you be like, if you're very lucky, you two can
No,
bang
see,
in there,
that's very. that crosses the line from like, you know, corny dad joke to like sexual predator.
too. Jesus, you're right.
Speaking of which, if any song needs to be remade so it can be enjoyed again, can we get somebody to do Gary Glitter's da-na-na-na-na, hey, da-na-na-na-na,
Oh, okay.
because of the whole heinous sex crimes thing. That song is
what?
yeah, he was into some stuff. I don't know, one of the really bad ones, right? But like that song
no.
doesn't get played in arenas anymore.
No!
That hole has taken so many lives.
I can't handle it.
So we gotta, like, arenas have been a little bit quieter ever since those allegations turned out to be reputable. Can
I don't know.
even if Imagine Dragons has to be the band that does it, can you just do hey?
I could call
Um,
Mr. Dragons and see what they think.
All I'm saying is, I'm not sure major sports leagues have room to talk about.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm not gonna say there's that great win tweet that describes how I'm feeling right now, which is like, correction, under no circumstances do you gotta love it. But or you gotta hand it to him. He's like, under no circumstances do you have to gotta hand it to them to ISIS. But anyway, like the fact that Adrian Peterson got suspended from the NFL for saying he beats his kid, and then doing an interview like 4 years later. Sorry, drill. Anyway, but then like 4 years later, gave an interview where I was like, yeah, no one's going to tell me how to raise my kid. I still hit him with a belt.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Not only did he say that, he also said that the court case and the therapy that he had to do and the suspension, he said specifically, I didn't let that change me. As if he went through some sort of horrible,
I beat the system.
You should be proud. I've kept my character through all of this.
Oh God, he's such a. I got banned from the NFL subreddit for 3 days about talking about Adrian Peterson because for some reason, I guess you know what this is a little bit of a controversial topic actually. I know this because I was banned for it.
Yeah, but
I'm just gonna say it.
Well, I won't ban you here.
Personally, I really don't see the controversy. The argument that like, oh, well, he was raised different doesn't really change it for me.
Yeah, it's still pretty bad.
Yeah. There's not really an argument for the, oh, well, he's raised different. Well, it's his kid. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I don't know.
I mean, even if you think that some kind of corporal punishment is acceptable,
yeah,
nobody out there is going a belt.
Forgetting.
Not even the belt, but like in the original case, that kid has a scar on his testicles now forever.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Because,
like James Bond.
Yeah, and
That's
Adrian
true.
Peterson has a whooping room which is filled with belts, and he threatened to punch his son in the and he threatened to punch his son in the face
Whooping room
if he told anyone. So I mean, I really don't know how anyone could possibly defend this man.
You're
the
telling
only
me.
whooping room that should be on the Earth is the one where they make the whoopie pies.
All right, so the thing that offends me most about this is definitely the child abuse.
Yeah.
The secondary thing, though, is like I don't even have a dining room. This guy's got a room specifically for ass whoopings.
Specifically for beating his children.
Well, he played in sports.
Yeah,
He obviously prioritizes it very highly if he spent all that money and resources to put a room together
Well,
for
that's
that
why
one
he
use.
needs the weapons for his 4-year-old's naked body because he's a very weak
I
and
don't like that
fragile man.
sentence at
I'm
all.
starting to
Oh,
see
wait,
why you
I
got
like
banned
that
for it,
at
by the way.
all.
I'm
Yeah.
starting to think that it's less the opinion and more the way it's phrased.
A little bit,
I
yeah.
really don't like that at all.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's just that tilts me a lot. That Adrian Peterson story. Because a couple days later, another player got into trouble, and then all of a sudden there's like 10 fucking whatever.
Well, dude, I thought it was, first off, I mean, the story is obviously not funny, but the fact that it exists is hilarious. The fact, if you could remove the fact that there's a kid being hit out of this situation, you would be like, man, he's just doing
Kind
it,
of the
huh?
central.
No, of course I understand. I'm just saying, like, it's hilarious that he's doubling down on it. He's just like, like the fact that he had the audacity to be like, it didn't change me, is hilarious in its own kind of horrible way. But what's also funny is that the next day his agent was like, the media took advantage of my client and he thought the conversation was off the record. And I went, you know what? It's 2018.
Yeah.
Sure, go for it. Why not? Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I just want to know, Rob, why don't you pick the power-ups up before you fuck me in the face?
Oh, I'm already on one worm. I don't really
There's health, there's weapons.
It's a lot of work.
Oh my God.
Plus, I was yelling about Adrian Peterson, a topic I'm very passionate about. So
I can't stop thinking you're gonna say Brody. Every time I hear Adrian, I expect Brody.
That guy, I think that guy's okay. I mean, as of right, this is one of those, I hope it doesn't age poorly. In like 6 years, people will be like, remember this NLSS? He's on trial for like quintuple murder.
Marker, we'll get back to that one in 2 days.
I'm sure there's something from like 2012 where we're like, that Jared from Subway seems like, well, Kevin Spacey is such a great actor. You never,
There's a chance we may have said something like that.
You never hear
Rob was
about
really
him in the
into
media.
House of Cards.
I mean, literally, like the weekend after the Kevin Spacey thing happened, we did have that bracketeering segment.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Oh,
Lord.
Shit.
I thought it was gonna crush him.
that's some CT.
That was the worst. They just gave him a giant shell shield.
Like, if this show existed in 1993, we would have like months and months of us being like, man, is there a nicer guy and a more talented guy than O.J. Simpson?
Just that Mel Gibson, he just tickles me pink.
He acts, he runs, he won the Heisman, he was in Lethal Weapon. No, sorry, Naked Gun. Is there anything he can't do?
I used to really like him.
Dude,
I was too young to like or dislike him. Well, no, I was not too young to dislike him, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know, like the Washington Redskins are really like gunning for that most hated sports franchise in America title.
Go.
Oh
No!
Oh, yes!
My other worm.
I mean, that's unfortunate.
How did that even trigger that?
It was all part of my plan.
That was very clever. And he drowned.
It was my own worm.
But you know that cheerleading scandal that happened a couple months ago?
I don't actually.
Did you not know? Do you not know about it? Apparently. Well, okay, so I'll go by.
There was a cover-up.
The details of the first story that came out about it. Basically, the Washington Redskins cheerleaders were taken on a trip to, I don't remember where, some tropical place, like maybe Hawaii or something.
Oh my god.
And then, and they brought the, like, you know, the Washington Redskins cheerleaders, like, fan, you know, group that paid a lot of money to hang out with the ladies. And then they brought them to this place, took away their passports, said you can't leave, and you have to be naked. Also, we didn't tell you about the being naked part before.
Wait, why do you have to be naked though?
That was part of the deal. It was for the special fan.
The cheerleaders have to be naked, or the people? Like
The
either way,
cheerleaders,
it's horrible. I just want some context.
That was essentially the original story, and then since
Where was the agreement?
There was they didn't agree to this originally.
So why do they have to be bound by it?
Because they took away their passports. They couldn't.
Oh my god, that's nuts.
They like forced them there.
Holy hell, dude.
Yeah.
It's not like they tear gas children or something.
Look.
This is the Washington Redskins, by the way. Who, you know, already have the most storied name in the NFL history, I'm sure.
GG.
I mean, it's a good game. It's the off season soon, so like, you know.
Yeah, thank God.
You're telling me. Except for the weekly payday from the National Football League.
Yeah, they really are going ham with that. I got it again.
Yeah.
I haven't done it at all. I'm just saying, like, it just shows up every day.
Well,
Can I have magic again? I'll do magic for the third time.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love
doing
magic.
I was doing sealed with it last time. I had a great time. I played for like 3 hours, did a whole run of it. I got 4 wins. I thought Ryan would be very proud of me, actually.
That is good, yeah.
Sealed is great.
Who loves when you play sealed?
It's one of the best formats.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
I
play...
called it sealed draft, though, and everybody didn't like that
We're
very
gonna play
much.
some Skribblr.
It's limited. Okay.
I actually don't know what limited is.
Limited is like you get a set number of packs or, you know, draft picks in order to construct a deck instead of having access to your whole library.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so draft and sealed are both under limited format. It's like,
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, hardly anything about the terminology at all.
There's like 20 other formats that I don't even know about either or understand.
Oh,
so.
you don't play Canadian Commander?
Oh, Pauper Singleton.
Pauper Singleton?
That does sound awesome.
I like to play Pauper Singleton. Rob and I used to do Two-Headed Giant, and that was great fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, I wish they had a way to play that.
I wish they just had a way to play any kind of 4-player Magic, and I don't even need Two-Headed Giant.
They would have to have a zoomable board, and it would have to kind of follow the actions around the screen per turns and stuff.
I mean, it is like fundamentally, I'm sure, the same team that made the other ones, right? I mean, they had them in those ones.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I don't know.
I don't think we'll get multiplayer for a long time, if ever, on MTG Arena, but we will see. I hope they prove me wrong.
Here is your link.
Overall, though, I'm pretty positive on Magic the Gathering Arena.
Yeah, it grew on me a lot.
Mm-hmm. Like, I know that I'm going to be able to, like, go back to that every couple of months, play a couple games, have a good time.
I would love if they kept adding old stuff to it. I know they're not gonna. I just really want to play old editions again.
They're probably going to just start from where they're at, and then when things phase out, they'll come up with a new format that is from wherever they started off, from what I heard, the rumor. So it won't be modern, but it'll be like all of whatever's on there, which I don't know how you balance that.
Hey,
how's it going?
It's going good.
People want something called Brawl, which I've never played.
What is Brawl?
I don't know. They'd have to
Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Welcome to Brawlhalla.
We used to say that all the time.
Really did. Good game.
You ever play Artifact?
I haven't do that
actually. You guys play Red Dead multiplayer yet, by the way?
Nah. I probably will do that, but probably not for a bit.
I'm good on that. I hate cowboys.
Dude, me too.
Cowboys suck. They're so boring.
Dude, they're boring. Yeah.
You're both wrong.
Oh, I'm gonna direct these cow across the plains.
Dude, what?
And then if a 6-shooter comes, he might rob me. Oh.
But they're the most
now there's a bounty on my head.
They're the most boring.
So boring. I'm gonna whistle Dixie.
Rob, help!
I think you guys just haven't seen the right Western movies, is what's happening.
So any
here.
of them is what you're saying.
Oh, my tumbleweeds are blowing in the wind past my bar.
Chat, help.
Only thing I like about Wild West movies are poker games.
Hello.
Oh, you probably would like Tombstone, which isn't really
seen it.
Doesn't
more
really
of an action movie.
Movie by the name.
Yeah, it's more of an action film than a Western, really.
Which
I
one's
love
that?
the Tombstone pizzas.
Tombstone.
I haven't seen it. I've only seen clips of Val Kilmer coughing.
You never
What do you
saw.
want on your
You would
Tombstone?
like Tombstone.
I think I
Ryan.
would like Tombstone too.
Yeah,
Stone.
it's pretty good. It's all right.
Oh, or John.
And Val Kilmer is awesome in it.
Oh,
I
this
like
is
Val Kilmer.
3 words.
Me too. He gets a bad rap.
Great drawing.
Yeah, that's one of these. This allows me to draw 2 cards.
Oh, I wanted to draw the leprechaun.
When I tweeted this, by the way, I wasn't joking. Maybe this is the year of anime. Evangelion on Netflix.
Right.
A Blade Runner anime series from the creator of Cowboy Bebop.
Whoa, I didn't know about
Okay.
that. That's
I
pretty
heard
cool.
Or
I
he's
didn't know
a
it was
he's a
by them.
consultant, or I don't know if he's the auteur at the center of it. But I'm like, dude, that's basically, if you came out with like an Animatrix now, I would watch it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that seems right. Like the Blade Runner, sure.
Yeah, I'm in for that. That sounds awesome. I love that dude.
Oh,
In fairness, I've only seen 2 of his shows, which is
You ever seen one of
Samurai
these?
Champloo and Cowboy Bebop.
Meat.
is it a ham hock?
Maybe that
brown.
probably
It got
looks a little
cooked.
better.
Not a loaf?
What the shit?
Oh, it's a little deceptive, Nicholas.
I mean, I figured it was in the world of those things.
Oh no.
It's mouth.
Oh.
Oh, man.
It's
one of those.
Nicholas.
Is it
What?
Why is
Damn.
it pink?
I don't know. Here,
Raw.
it's darker now. What do you think about that?
It's probably better, I think.
How did you cook the inside better than that?
I don't know.
Just a light inverse sear.
beef?
Lightly poach
That
the
is
outside.
deceptive.
We
You,
heat the bone up to super high temperatures.
Sous vide technology. It cooks from the outside or the inside out.
Dude, that's a cool idea. It's like a skewer, but you just make the skewer insanely hot and then shove it into the meat and cooks from the inside out. I love my meat hard on the inside.
When the skin bubbles, it's ready.
And a little bloody on the
nearly raw on the outside. Nice internal
I mean, you're
bark.
describing a microwave, basically.
Yeah.
No, we're not. You're crazy.
Did I ever tell you this in particular? This will
What's this?
annoy Rob, but I had a housemate who just didn't care about cooking, but he cooked, so he saved money. So he would take like a pan and add olive oil, and then while it was cold, you'd put a pork chop in it,
Oh.
and then turn the heat on, and then just cover one side in rosemary. And then after
my
like 10
God.
minutes, he would flip it, and then cook it for like another 5 minutes, and then put it in the microwave for 5 minutes.
Oh.
And he would eat that, and then like half of a bag of fettuccine alfredo that he cooked also in a similar fashion every
I hate
day.
lamb.
You microwave it
I don't like
before
that
you put it in the
person
pan.
At all. You're right. You're right. That did make me mad.
You would also be mad because he was like ripped.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense whatsoever, except unlike the rest of us, he didn't drink like 12,000 calories in beer weekly.
Is this like a laser fence post?
MC Escher
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? Hulk Hogan. Is
I
it
thought it was
a
gonna be
ring ring?
Ring, ring.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Godzilla.
Can you do that?
what the? He doesn't.
Oh,
even know what it is.
you son of a bitch.
Where'd he go?
He's an invisible wrestler. Also
fucking
starring in Bumblebee, coming this Christmas to theaters nationwide.
I don't know wrestling names.
You know this one, but you're not going to know
No,
it until
I
it comes up.
Do not.
Oh.
Where'd he go?
Why didn't you just draw dun dun dun
Yeah,
dun?
where was the horns?
So disappointed. I played Artifact last
Was
night.
John
by the way,
Cena
and it wasn't that bad.
frequently-
Dude, I'm glad that people are liking that game and not making the same mistake I did of thinking it sucked.
It's just I've never played anything like it.
I did hear that you lost a
Weird.
tutorial. So
Well, the tutorial is not meant to win. I know that sounds ridiculous, but like,
I won both the tutorials.
yeah,
easily.
I mean, you can obviously win it, but you can also lose the tutorial and it'll still progress. It goes, hey, you learned the lesson at
Oh.
least.
Window Man.
Man.
I also,
I still haven't played
this
it.
is very like inside baseball, but it had the fucking Ogre Magi with the multicast, and he got his ult multicasted like 6 times in a row.
Oh,
on
you
a-
don't gotta tell me that. I was up against a bounty hunter who rolled the 50-50 +4 attack 7 straight turns in a row. And that's how many turns it took for me to lose.
Yo, they look
Did
good.
perfectly.
Yeah.
This is good.
That's what you get. He was not even listening.
I was listening. I still have my headphones on. That being said, I don't think I'm ever gonna play any more PvP in Artifact. I love playing the AI. Playing the AI is like a little bit of an intellectual workout.
No,
but
the
I'm-
AI is terrible. And
I know,
this
that's
plays-
why it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm developing like
tutorial.
real life skills where I face adversity and then I get better at something practical. I don't need to simulate that in a digital environment. I just want to stomp the AI. It's like Call of Duty. Anytime I'm in a losing battle, I'm out.
Can I play 5-on-5 in Artifact?
I mean, you already have 3 lanes. Do you really want 15 lanes?
There you go. Well,
Maybe if I'm a graphics card or a PCIe motherboard.
The game is very fun. I think I thought that it would be too complicated and it wouldn't be fun, but really it is just like 3 different card games going on at once.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting
I used to
twist.
do that with poker. Which we should play on the NLSS.
I don't know how to play poker.
It's so easy.
I don't want to
So
learn in front of
easy.
6,000 people.
It's very simple, honestly.
I said this all before.
I
You
will then
answered
do
me the
it
same
off.
way.
Do it
I'm
off
not changing
camera.
my mind.
Just do
teach
it
me
off
in your
camera
off time.
then. You don't just go to like WikiHow how to play poker. You'll learn in like 2 seconds.
I have to remember all the hands.
No, you don't.
No, there's
You
only
really
like
don't.
12 of them.
Yeah.
And honestly, like we'd be playing it digitally, so
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure 100% of poker games.
Okay,
that
so
are
you walk,
online-
you get to my turret, and you're like, "Do you want to call the big blind?" And I'm like, "Oh, tap tap."
You don't tap your
I don't know
cards
what
in
you
poker.
do with that,
You wouldn't
but
tap
there you
then.
go.
Yeah, that's not the tapping.
You raise,
Yeah, that's
fold, or call.
Yeah.
There's only like a couple, like, I still, every time I play poker, which is like once every 4 years, I have to be like, what's higher, a straight or a flush? Or like, or what's higher, 2 pair or 3 of a
get-
kind? And then once you get
Yeah.
that, you're good.
I get confused on the really high tier hands that are like
Oh, that never show up?
yeah, exactly. And they're those that are weird too.
That's why if you play online, you have the little
Oh my god, what is this?
The
A
only
little thing to look at. It's a mop. Oh.
All right, well,
Okay.
I think I know what that is. Yeah.
Damn it! I
the
didn't
only
think
time
it
it's gonna
was.
get confusing is when freaking. Sorry, I was picking the word at the same time. That was a bad play. The only time it'll get confusing is if we play with Josh, because he's just gonna go all in on every single.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yeah,
that's
you
just
wait
not
until you can catch his ass, and then you
Look,
take his money.
The reason I baby rage so hard there is because I've had this conversation with Rob about 15 times, with Ryan maybe twice. I don't want to learn in front of 6,000 people. I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's embarrassing to me. I need to know how to play poker on my own time.
I'll
That's all.
teach you. I'll teach you. Otherwise, not on
Then
the
we have to
LSS.
actually do it.
Yeah, you could do it this movie night or something. Play some poker.
Oh, we're gonna learn poker during a movie?
Dude, it literally will
after.
take you like 15 minutes at most.
It's
It's
super
yeah, it's
easy.
no,
I've learned before and I forget it all.
No,
so
it's
I taught Jess how to play poker like over the course of like one night.
we put a man on the moon.
yeah, it wasn't me.
There's
I
like
wasn't the man nor the man sent to the moon.
there's like 3 rules in poker. It's like when the arrow comes
yeah,
to
the
you,
big blind is one of
when
them.
the arrow comes to you. Yeah, but you don't even have to choose anything for the big blind. It just comes
It just
out.
comes to you, and then you put out whatever it is. And if you don't know what it is, you can look at the person next to you and just double whatever he puts.
Yeah, they're
out.
doing a poker face. They're not gonna tell me anything.
Well, they have to put the money in front of them.
Yeah, they still have to put them anyway.
It's secret money.
It's very easy.
Boom, Dad.
Yeah. The rules themselves of poker is super easy. Obviously, getting like really good at it takes a while, but like
It's
you don't
not
have to be
boom
really
dad.
good.
It's a game of patience, really.
Yeah.
I do need
Patience,
to change.
luck, and skill.
I do need to
Look,
change.
if
the
my
game.
grandmother can absolutely smoke us in poker, then I think you should. That's one
I
of the-
think Cobalt and myself are tied for having the most patience out of the group of us.
I mean, I spent 14 hours to catch a shiny charm.
That's why I said it.
Oh, is that patience now?
Yes. It does require a good
willfully
bit of
exposing too much of your life to get a palette swapped Eevee.
And you know what? It was
You didn't
worth
get an
every
Eevee. You
fucking
got an
cent.
Eevee?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Soon. I do have eight shinies. Took like 60
Have you seen
hours.
his huge black dragon?
Yeah, 8 shinies and 16. I fucking hate you.
I got a
I spent
Charmander.
16 hours getting one, and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, well, Dratini's a little bitch anyway.
Wow.
His
Yeah, well, I spent-
Charizard has
No.
like nearly perfect stats too.
I spent like 20 hours trying to get a female Salazzle in the last fucking Pokemon
What did you
game.
just say?
It's easier in this version though.
Well, the when you have a chain, the IVs 4 to 6 are max automatically.
What
I
the
got
everybody
fuck
knows
are
that.
you
Charizard,
talking
5
about?
Perfect.
It's the 31 rule, Ryan. You wouldn't understand.
Do you ever like so when you get the shiny, you go online and you like shit on 11-year-olds who don't have that much time because they're in school, right?
Anyone out there that hasn't got it, you can shit on.
Just please tell me you don't just get it and go, I got it, and now it's on the
Some
screen.
people do.
Now I would immediately turn it off.
Look, I re-rolled, this is back in September, I re-rolled 2 gold rares, I got a Paul Coffee, immediately went online, started dominating 10-year-olds.
What's up, Paul Coffee?
My mom won't give me her credit card. Sorry, you lose then.
I drink Madrina's coffee. What is Paul Coffee?
Paul Coffee, the luckiest offensive defenseman of all
God.
time.
Oh.
This is like a Mobius strip
It-
perspective.
It's
Oh
the
my God.
It's the Necronomicon.
That's evil.
So it's like those Penrose steps for a book.
The one where the guy keeps walking up and falling and then going back up again.
Yeah. It was horrifying.
My butterfly book.
Is that what things look like in your mind when you see things?
Absolutely.
Oh, dude. Oh no, never mind.
That is a birthday lance.
Yep. Oh, that's a rapira.
It's a Fer de Lance.
Fleur
It's
de
one of the
lance.
most venomous snakes in the world.
Lord de Chanel.
Who's playing on Thursday Night Football today?
It's the
Saints.
Cowboys against the
Oh
Saints.
yeah. That'll be a pretty good game.
Yeah, the 10-1 Saints against the 6-5 Cowboys.
Ow!
Yeah,
I got it.
on a run.
Tony
Oh, it's
Roma
a,
and Dez Bryant are gonna run buck wild.
Neither are on the Cowboys anymore.
No one's
Too busy
wielding
running his restaurant.
Actually, technically, Des Bryant is on the Saints now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a stick of butter getting hit with a laser beam.
That is an interesting idea. I wouldn't mind doing that.
They have some really awesome lasers that are like $100. They're green, and they will actually burn.
Oh,
birds in the
yeah.
wood.
Yeah, I've seen them.
You use it to distract the pilots while they land, right? And then
Then you get thrown in jail forever.
I saw one of those videos where they go to the Chinese. It's like a tech village, and there's just tons and tons of shops inside of a building. And they had a lady that was demonstrating all the different lasers, and she was like burning different things with lasers, and it made me excited for lasers again.
We should cook some butter with the laser for sure.
With a 1,000-degree knife.
We have like,
is that how your flag looks?
Not really.
I mean, you know,
It's known for its black dots.
I wonder if we could cook meat from the inside out if we lasered the middle of it.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
Dude, that's like I actually like I don't know. Did I mention it on the NLSS or whatever? Where I didn't understand how those laser thermometers work.
They
You know?
bounce, right? It bounces back.
Yeah, it's like something to do with the color that they're seeing or something
That's
like that.
the One Punch Man.
Dude,
That's
also that
the-
comes out in the
what?
season 2 comes out in 2019. I'm telling
so
you.
excited.
It's the year of normies getting into anime, myself included.
Psycho Mob 100.
See, now that one does not qualify.
It's
I
really
can tell you
good.
just from the name, that one will
No,
not
it's
qualify.
really
good. Psycho Mob 100 is going to take a little bit more work.
How was Attack on Titan season 3? I haven't watched it yet. Cobalt?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I thought you were all
yet.
about that one. Is that
I
a
am,
Juggalo?
but I'm behind on it.
Oh, me too.
Looks like the Human Torch.
I'm fine.
I'm finna fire up.
It looks like Shaggy 2 Dope.
Fire pants.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Oh, only half the season came out, so okay. I guess I should wait still.
What is this?
Fire.
Fire play.
Fire Paul.
He's fine after the fire.
Oh,
He's fireproof.
Yeah.
Fudge.
I don't know what man I drew there. He's very strange. Yeah, people always tell me to watch JoJo, and
It's very long.
The
Don't
first
wanna know.
2 seasons are okay. I haven't finished the third. They get progressively worse though.
I'm gonna be honest, it is a hard sell on me on that one.
If you can get past the first 2 episodes, it ramps up pretty well.
Yeah.
There's no filler. It's just like they just hit you with story, like
Mm-hmm.
people dying, gore. Like it gets pretty crazy.
It's one of those animes that people who like anime should stop trying to get people who don't like anime to watch because it is unhelpful.
Is that the one where the guy's hiding inside of the haystack?
No, that's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you're thinking
No.
of Assassin's Creed.
No,
They
no,
go
there's
really
an
jump
anime
off
where there's-
buildings into them.
He
and
stands
then-
inside of the haystack. Someone opens up a little bit of it, sees his face in there, and he's just like, "What?"
Oh, that's the one. Fuck.
Oh, I know what this is.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it's in Montana, but
Yo, it's pretty close to South Dakota, dude.
Oh.
I feel
Oh, it's
like
Fist of the North Star. Is that the one?
Oh, that's the Ome wa Shindaru.
Yeah, that's where he
What
punches
they
him,
hook
and
around.
then
Yeah.
they start to bubble on the inside, and they know they're gonna die, and then they explode.
That happened in Gantz too, but with a laser.
I actually used to watch. Like I used to go to Blockbuster with my dad when I would go over to his house every other weekend.
Dad
and,
Buster.
And we'd rent out animes, and I watched like the Guyver that way. I watched Fist of the North Star like that. It's a very strange time.
Gurren Lagann.
No, I never watched that.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
have been
Hunter x Hunter's
watching
very good.
Dragon Ball Super with Jessica.
like
Yeah,
Dragon
but that's
Ball
Dragon
Pooper.
Ball. That's just like everybody
Does
can
that
watch
just-
that if you want.
Does it just air forever? Because I feel like you've been
Kinda,
watching
yeah.
it for like 2 years.
Well, so like,
It's like football.
it aired originally in Japan, and that took like a year because they came out with an episode every week, and it had like 100+ episodes.
Oh, you.
And then they did the same thing now in the dubbed version, and the dubbed version is not finished yet, so it's once a week or something. So I don't know. I've been watching Dragon Ball Super with her on the dubbed
So
version.
good.
There's some
Love it.
like legitimately funny bits in it.
There's also like 2 or 3 filler episodes that are just stupid, but
Oh, yeah.
the rest of it's really good. When
Well,
you
that's
get to
pretty
the
lucky. It's only
tournament,
2 or 3.
Yeah.
it's like 2 or 3, yeah. But once you get to the Tournament of Power, that's like my favorite part
always
of
do a
Dragon Ball
tournament.
ever. It's always
They do a
one
lot of
ones to get
tournaments,
there.
yeah.
This one's like the tournament, though. Okay.
Oh man.
I'm a
Speaking
big
of
Dragon
filler
Ball.
episodes,
Mhm.
one of the animes that I have watched, which had some legitimately good episodes, also had maybe one of the worst episodes of television I've ever watched, where basically every episode was just like a normal episode of a show. You know, conflict thing happens, thing is resolved, next episode. But then there was an episode comprised of 20 minutes of one conversation between 2 characters in the same place for the entire
That sounds
20
like
minutes.
everything I do in Persona 5.
And it was all this, like, it was supposed to be some like emotional, like, you can do it conversation, but it was 20 minutes long and it was really cheesy, and I was like, that almost ruined the whole show.
Oh, every time it's different.
Oh,
I get it,
yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
Is
yeah.
that Bakemonogatari?
That was RE0.
That's
Resident Evil 0?
Yeah, Resident Evil 0.
I wasn't even being facetious. I thought maybe they made an anime of it.
Yeah, they might have made it. They made one for Devil May
They
Cry.
probably did.
Yeah, do you know that there isn't one?
I hope the new Devil May Cry isn't like the last one.
So, okay, hear me out. I like giant robots.
Yeah.
I hear
They like
Neon
you back.
Genesis
Oh, you mean
Evangelion
shonen?
has them.
Yeah, but you have to
no
go-
Shonen Monogatari?
Okay, let's take
So-
our best shot at why we like Rob to watch this. Let's go.
I need to know before, if I decide to watch
You-
Evangelion,
Nuts.
because I know they have giant robots in them.
Yeah.
Is it the kind of anime robots where like love powers them or something?
No.
Or
That's
like
that's a
singing
totally
is
different
the-
show.
Okay,
Absolutely
all right.
not.
They're
it's nothing-
powered.
No, these ones eat human flesh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that sounds fun.
They're actually powered by the anxiety and depression of Shinji, as I will describe in this 45-part video essay.
Oh.
Evangelion is not a shonen anime. It uses shonen as a Trojan horse to introduce themes of adolescence with abusive parents and a raw depiction of mental illness on screen. Click. As you can see, Tokyo 3 has been destroyed by man's modern excesses. However, by terraforming the environment, well, you get the idea. It just goes.
You have
Yeah.
to throw the Lance of Longinus, and it's exciting.
So the robots, though, are powered by some form of emotion, though. Is
No.
what
Well,
that
No.
just said.
They get synced up with them.
Yeah,
basically.
so they're not powered by it, but there's a thing
Okay,
about
okay.
like your frequency.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
be
more
honest.
like-
I'm
it's
out.
more
I'm
like
now out.
Pacific Rim.
That's the quickest.
Well, isn't
way.
it Dragon Ball? They get powered up by their own energy.
Yeah, but I am fully aware that I
It
only
will-
enjoy Dragon Ball because I watched it when I was a kid.
That's at
The
least
show
you know.
will literally fuck your brain straight up.
Okay, not
boil
literally.
It, try it. No,
Right, I'm
literally,
in.
it puts it in you.
And Rob, compare this to the other one where the lady has to bend over and get banged doggy style to power
Yeah.
the robot. This is not that.
Yeah, that almost sounds more.
That sounds better to you.
yeah, almost.
I love this. Whatever this drawing is.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
The worst part about the anime is listening to Shinji bitch and complain and cry for
That's where
He
you're
does
wrong,
do a bit of
kiddo.
that.
10 minutes per episode. I can't hate myself. Why is my life so bad? Blah, blah,
I just
blah,
want to
blah,
play
blah.
Dance Dance Revolution with you so we can dance at the same time in the same way.
I just want Asuka to
Wait.
be nice to me so I can jerk off next to
Asuka
her.
Langley Soryu, say her name.
What?
Say her name. Say her name.
Actually, though, someone just asked in my chat, have you, Nick, the defender of animes on this show, have you not watched Castlevania yet?
No, not yet.
What?
It's all right.
Don't
First
you
season's
love
very good.
both Castlevania and anime though?
I don't really need to define myself by saying I love anime. I do enjoy anime, but I don't need to label it that
Dude,
way.
I will say, when I tweeted that 2019 might be the year of anime, literally got the one thing that could have made me not want to continue down that path, which is 100 people being like, okay, but after you watch that, you got to watch this.
Yeah.
They literally cannot help themselves.
I've almost watched all of the suggestions, so now they just suggest things, and I'm like, seen it.
Well, that's good then. You've gone down the to-do list.
No, but as you say the ones you've just seen, people who just got there are like, but what about this one that I didn't hear you just say?
Have you seen Death Note?
Based on the things I hear you like, you may enjoy Death Note. Got him.
Is it a very, very large wine opener?
Oh my god, is he?
It's a wine tornado.
He is a genius.
What the fuck?
The torque power on that thing is crazy.
It's the Catalina wine mixer. That's why they wanted it so much.
Well, really, as you pour it, it aerates, which is... When you buy a $10 bottle of wine at Costco, you really want to maximize the aeration.
Oh. What? Why?
Oh, yeah.
I bought a rice cooker today.
Oh,
Dude, was it a
congrats.
cuckoo?
No, it was
Oh, Zojirushi?
Zojirushi.
Yeah, I'll accept
big
that.
Egg.
Oh,
So
really?
I was gonna buy one, and they're like, "No, you gotta buy the fuzzy egg shaped." I don't know. They were just buy this one. I was like, "All right, I guess."
So wait, you got that brand. Isn't that like really expensive? Those ones?
I mean, it was like $250, but it was on sale for like $150.
It's also pretty
Mama.
cheap as compared to buying delivery for every meal
Yeah.
for the rest of your life.
True.
Look,
Yeah.
I will never buy a cheap piece of equipment ever. If
I
there's
think
one
that's
thing I'm
fair.
gonna spend money on, it's equipment. Whether it's kitchen equipment, electronic equipment, I don't care. I will spend an extra $100 to make sure I don't get a piece of shit.
Lisa has this Instapot thing.
Yo.
It's so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I
I've heard
love
about
the
that.
Instapot.
She's like, we're making Thanksgiving surprise bang. We're making SpaghettiOs. Like,
What
she
did
just whips out all these
Thanksgiving
meals.
surprise bang?
Yeah.
Well, it was my birthday.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
like stuffing and turkey and like all this stuff, but in the Instapot. So it's like, I don't know.
because I'm gonna be honest, from title alone, it just sounds like you were offered sex on Thanksgiving.
I mean, that's good too, but Instapot. Is
Are
where
we
it's
talking
at.
about the same thing? Because when I talk about an Instapot, I think it's
The
a
brand.
it's a
It
big.
pressurizes.
Okay, I think we're thinking of different things. I'm thinking of like a hot water heater that you push a button and it dispenses hot water immediately for
No,
easy
not at all.
French press coffee and
It's like
tea.
it's like a branded pressure cooker
pressure
thing.
cooker, basically.
Ah,
Throw a bunch of
okay.
ingredients in it. 30 minutes, it's done, and it's like delicious.
Oh, we are
It's like soft and nice. And
on
yummy.
different pages for sure.
I really do want to try a pressure cooker, but
Gonna
you know
mail
they
you
are
one.
like legitimately dangerous.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
don't-
yeah,
those
I'm
they
like-
do
Yeah,
You can blow
explode.
out your ass
It's like
with
a
those
fucking
things.
bomb, dude, right next to you. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah,
Like,
Lisa
I would-
didn't want to use it at first.
I would be very wary of using it, to be honest with you.
It works great, so until it
Yeah.
explodes on me, I'm good with it.
Well, if it explodes on you, then you're just gonna die. Probably.
genius.
I could just be horribly disfigured.
Dude, so I'm by saying what I'm going to say, and this is why I'm taking a long time to actually say it. I'm going to reveal what the word is, and I apologize for that. But that's why I'm belaboring the point right at the beginning
figure it out.
of the anecdote. So apparently, YouTube is making algorithmic changes that are designed to punish what is being drawn right here, which is the word that I'm about to say called
Oh, I get it now.
clickbait.
Oh, that is. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time YouTube has tried to fix the algorithm in order to solve some sort of YouTube issue, it has fucked things up.
Yeah.
royally
Oh,
every
I
time.
agree with this to a staggering degree. But I also am like, as much as I stand to gain in theory, if for whatever reason it actually did work out the way that they planned, because all of my titles are like Excel file names, like, don't you think it's kind of fucked up that for like 10 years they were like, yeah, just clickbait, work on your titles and your tags and your thumbnails. And then
yeah, they really encouraged it.
Yeah, and then after you adapt to it and then make that, your marketing strategy, they're like, people are complaining about misleading titles and tags. So, we're completely inverting the... Is it? It is?
What?
I get it.
I'm happy to have never clicked on one of those red circle, red arrow videos.
Oh, same.
I can see
click on
the
a
thing
lot of
that they
other
want without the
clickbait.
arrow.
Yeah.
Sometimes I check on clickbait just to see how clickbaity it is.
Part of the
You know,
problem.
that's like
I get clickbitten all the time, dude, and I
Why
feel
is there a
bad.
tiny sailor
That's a
coming out of this
great
puddle?
clickbitten. I like that phrase.
You just can't. You have to be on level 2. If you're on level 3, which is red circle, red arrow, I'm not gonna click on you.
I'm
You're
on level
2, which
fucking
is
0, dude. If I see like a 10 pixel thick white stroke, like just forgive that obvious double entendre. If I see that
12
around
pixel.
2 objects on your thumbnail, I'm not watching it.
yeah.
What about the text though? What if the text is particularly?
It's yeah, that's the one that gets me. Is when it asks a question I want the answer to. It's like, well, fuck you. You cheated. I
No.
want to know the answer to this question now. That's why I guess I'll click on your fucking stupid video.
I mean, sorry, go
What
on.
happens when you do this and this? I don't know. I guess that's what the video is about. I gotta know now.
There's a trick, by the way. If they ever say like, "Is this this?" Yes,
yeah, it's always-
it is.
yeah.
It is that. So you don't have to watch that one. I just saved you all that time.
I tweeted like 2 months ago about a clickbait video that I saw that Nick is very passionate about. It was like 10 foods you definitely should never eat again. And like the thumbnail was just a picture of eggs. It was just eggs.
Well, if you
Wait, why
ever
am I
find yourself, let me give you the secret on YouTube. If you ever find yourself getting clickbitten on YouTube, here's how you stop.
We're
YouTubers,
saying that now, okay?
YouTubers don't know anything.
Oh,
You know how they make these videos? They go on Google and they type in like top 10 blah blahs, and then they make a video that's like, you won't believe the top 8 blah blahs, the same
Yeah.
list reshuffled.
Yeah.
Never click them. You don't have to.
I finally learned how to spell ukulele.
Yeah, I still don't know, and I just got the word. You know what the new like version of hot video on YouTube is? It's the fucking what's it, just like a new React video that's like an expert reacts to these things.
Oh,
that he
yeah,
has
yeah.
in the field.
I see that all the time.
Oh, that's good to
I'm a
get the
bit of
expert
a-
involved.
Neil
I'm a
deGrasse
bit of a
Tyson
sucker for
tells you
those.
everything wrong with speed.
You know what though? I'm not fully out on those videos. Like I'm not opposed to that
Oh,
necessarily.
I watch
There
every
are some-
one of them. It's a problem, but I just
All right,
I
fair
feel
enough.
like inherently they're very
What's this?
clickbaity.
Yeah,
it's
they
a very
are.
literal drawing. It is what it is.
Skulls are wired
Like,
into
I
an
love
Xbox.
movie
Oh.
accent man. I want more movie accent man videos.
What the like little tortilla boy? That guy?
No, the guy who like he's very good at teaching actors like a dialect coach or whatever.
Oh yeah, you know, I watched one of those videos after you mentioned it that one time a while ago. Pretty good.
They're very good.
Yeah, it's interesting. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
There's like 3 of them I think now.
Yeah, I've seen the ones where it was like not the dialect coach, but where it's like different food people.
ones? Yeah,
Yeah, where they right, where they try the meat or the cheese or whatever.
I just don't like that they're always right. I'm still waiting for one of them to get it wrong. Like one of them has to get it wrong eventually, right?
Well, you know what I was pleasantly surprised by with those videos is that like those people, the experts did not sound like pretentious, really. They were just like, yeah, it's pretty good. But, you know, here's the other one. Like whereas if they made that on like the Food Network, you know, like 5 years ago, been like, oh, this is fucking garbage. And then like everybody would run in and they would yell at each other for a while and they'd cause a fire and then throw towels. It's just like a whole thing. I just like just listen to people chat about food. It's kind of nice.
You know, Have you guys seen this movie channel? And what it does is it plays things from a movie, and then if they can extrapolate it to not make sense by stretching the bounds of reasonability, they play a little ding sound, and that's when you laugh. Ding. Well, he's eating
just wait for other people to laugh.
He's eating a bagel at 11, but he had a Danish at 9:30. What is this guy? Diabetic? Ding.
I want to murder
That sounds like a Big
anyone
Bang
who
Theory
uses
joke you
the
just
ding.
made.
And I swear to God, if you make a lore channel on YouTube, I'm probably gonna watch you at some point. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, probably.
I didn't realize that you guys you are the algorithm.
Yeah, I watch lore videos to go to sleep, man. It's nice. It's good. But I'm just gonna say, if you are a lore channel, don't put those fucking dings in there.
Yeah.
It serves no purpose.
A
There's
lore
no
lord.
place in the lore. I'm going to sleep to your video. I don't want to wake up to, well, Gimli actually had a 15-foot beard, not a 14 and a half, as they state in the movie. Ding! And it's just like, no, I don't care.
Did you know?
I think if you're playing Fortnite, you don't need to scream.
Did you know that originally Super Mario Brothers 2 wasn't gonna come out in North America because the Japanese audience thought it was too hard for America. So that game's actually Doki Doki Panic 2 reskinned. 3.4 million views.
Ding!
Is there a channel called Lore Lord? That could be you, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, I'm into it.
You could be the Lore Lord.
I mean, my knowledge of lore comes from other people explaining lore to me.
Yes,
most of the time.
That's
the
how
videos,
they do
though.
it too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're probably
Just
right.
don't cite your sources, and you're good. That's how the pros do it.
There was one channel that
this
I
is
was
Rob.
watching there was one channel that I was watching that like literally read from the Wikipedia, and I was just like, after that I was just like, well, I mean, I could just read the Wikipedia, you know? Oh, you guys don't have the info yet. Hold on.
Oh, but it is that guy, though.
Oh.
It's not? Oh, his eyes don't quite look like that normally.
Gambot.
Is it an X-Mon?
Is he filled with peanuts?
Nut. Oh, fuck.
I have no idea.
I see.
Almond.
Wait, so the whole bit at the beginning was because you felt like drawing Gambit.
No, I know people describe eyes as almond shapes sometimes, so I wanted to draw a man with almond eyes.
You nut, you. No nut
Makes me
November.
wanna slam my hand on a nail or something.
Well, put it in a paper bag in a board first, and then see what happens.
Film it, put it on
Yeah, but I
YouTube.
have to have 6 of them, and then I have to convince you to make me not pick the one that I want to slam my hand on.
That's true.
There's a good
You'll be fine.
Jackbox prompt for you. Russian roulette is when you load one bullet into a revolver and see what happens. What do they call blah blah? You could put like, Canadian roulette.
What?
You just see, I mean, it's gotta be punched up.
What do you call it when they put 6 bullets in?
Yeah, there you go. See, Cobalt has punched it up,
That's
and
American right there.
you call that Russian taxes or something, or you can call it
okay, I see.
Croatian roulette. There's
You're
various.
making a
Canadi-
joke template.
Yes,
Canadian
exactly.
roulette is when you go trucking in the Coca-Cola there, and you don't forget to chain up your tires.
Is this Jedi mind trick?
Oh, that guy has a very long arm.
Oh, he's trying not to look in the mailbox as he opens it.
He's got the loot guy from Dungeon.
I forgot about that fucking pin trio bit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Jedi mind trick one from Dan?
Yeah. Mind trick. That was during Maze, actually. That was during the Maze bit.
Time for some micro anecdotes.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Go.
Revenue Services of British Columbia sent us a letter. Inside of the letter was a single piece of paper that said, "Go paperless. Here's our website." Next.
This is a Dimitri Martin stand-up bit. Keep going.
I'm out. Micro anecdotes complete.
A lion bot has reached anecdote quota. Proceed with NOSS.
It's Pikachu.
That's mad Pikachu.
Cockademo Chew?
Yeah.
It's like a Cacodemon.
I have a side anecdote for my my rice cooker.
Side
ordering.
anecdote begin.
I ordered the rice cooker yesterday, and it's supposed to get here today because that's just the future we live in.
Side anecdote complete.
All right.
Oh, this is very easy. Letting anyone get it.
Does he have a soft little belly?
Yeah, he's rubbing it.
Oh, he's cute.
But no, I opened my door because I was like, oh, it must be here. Big box outside. Pick up the box. I go, oh, here it is. This is my rice cooker. Bring it inside. I was like, this is a little light for a rice cooker, but I guess it's just a light piece of equipment. Open it up. It's full of dog toys. It's for my roommates. They subscribe to a dog toy monthly service.
BarkBox.
Yes, that is the
What
one.
do you mean that was a Snorlax?
Kate, he did not get a Caucasian rice cooker. It's called Zojirushi.
It's a Japanese one.
Yeah.
Why
It's
do we
like,
care?
like
That would
high
be for that much money, $150.
Well, that one, like, they do, like, the stand mixers and shit, and they do, like, a bunch of different things that are, like, super high
Price
priced.
turn it into a robot and then like set itself up and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Dude, there's still a
Robot.
couple of brands. I know that it's like everything's made for the cheapest price possible now. There's still a couple of brands I trust almost any product they make. One of them, and I don't know if anybody's going to join me on this expedition, one of them is Philips. I feel like whenever I buy a Philips product, I have almost exclusively had good experiences. They last a long time and they work really well throughout their
Mine's
lifespan.
Nintendo.
Dude, actually sort of fair, I
I
think.
washed my original Game Boy in the washer and dryer, and it still worked.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
that's
think-
90s Nintendo, though.
Well, I don't think I've ever had a Nintendo product break on me. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
worked at
I'm not sure I
GameStop, you
have
would have
either,
seen
actually.
about 5 billion DS lights come back
Well,
with the hinges ripped.
fair, but what about Microsoft?
Yeah,
Hey,
the red
they,
ring was obviously bad.
Did you hear about that last week? Microsoft, they went ahead of the old Apple-aroo.
Oh, and like market cap or something?
Market share.
That's what happens when you buy GitHub. A free service.
Also, I think AMD just tied Intel for market share as well, which is surprising.
Oh,
'Cause they used to be way behind, and then this year they totally turned it up.
That's crazy. The hey, Austin,
Yeah.
your rice cooker.
Oh.
What does it do besides cook rice?
That's a great question.
Dude,
I mean, it is called a rice cooker,
This
so I
is-
imagine.
Yeah.
In it?
Can I just say this is the exact room where we
Yes.
did karaoke
That is
in
why I
Boston?
Yes, that was where my reference picture was from.
Actually, a one-to-one recreation to the point that the guy holding the remote is where I was sitting.
Now, my plan is to just make some very simple eggs and rice. That's all I want to do with
Are you
it.
gonna cook the eggs in the rice cooker?
That is the plan.
Okay,
I
that's cool.
wanted a one-pot solution.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what?
here's the thing, you know me, I hate cooking, I hate
Yeah.
cleaning. I'm a dysfunctional human being. So the more streamlined I can make the process, the more likely I am to do it.
Hey man, I will never get you down on getting.
You
the rice
won't
cooker.
chat will. That's just why I was explaining.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Oh, I know what this is. Yep.
Hey, dude,
Yeah,
honestly, if you're
stuff.
okay eating the same meal every day for the
I
rest
am.
of your adulthood, go for it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I
wish
did
I
when
was.
Kate was in Japan. Make like a curry. I'll have curry 3 times a day for the rest of my like week.
Yeah, I have no idea how you do that. I
It's-
cannot do that.
It's extremely simple.
Curry powder.
Never had curry.
Really?
Really? Yeah,
How
that
How
is.
is this is something? Oh no, I'm sorry to everybody from here. So it's something like
Oh,
What?
have you ever drawn a flag correctly on this show?
and then it's. I don't know. Maybe it's got like one. of these. No, that's not right. That's definitely
Oh,
not
the
right.
it's
Washington
the-
Redskins?
And then it's got like a little thing.
They have a
in-
flag?
Something like that. And then
It's not this. What the fuck, Ryan?
Is it?
It doesn't have an ice cream cone on it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not what the flag looks like.
Wait, is
Why did you cut
No.
off a portion of it?
I don't remember what
No,
the
that
flag
can't
looks
be
like.
right.
I don't watch that much soccer.
Oh man. Now, dude, back in when I was in California, I lived off of a $30 rice cooker. Man, it was wonderful.
Thank you. I agree. The flag was not amazing, but the Europe was better than usual.
It's good
Yeah,
to have a
actually,
good
not
Europe.
bad Europe.
I mean,
Not bad Europe at all.
as long as the last time I drew Europe, I didn't draw France, which is really bad.
And you pretty much typically don't draw Denmark either. Denmark.
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
make
true.
sense.
I always just sort of assume that it's just like water and then Scandinavia. But
Yeah. Everybody always skips Denmark.
well, Denmark is so hard to draw. Like with one line, you can draw like 8 countries in Europe, and then Denmark is like, oh, we're an archipelago, so.
That's actually a really interesting game. Where is the best line to draw the most countries at the same time?
Okay, like it's not for good reasons, but a lot of Africa is just countries that are square.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
But you get what I'm saying, right?
one
Like
could
you get
say mostly bad reasons.
Yes.
Really.
you get one line without crossing back over itself, and it
Yeah.
has to create many boundaries all at once.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I follow, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, that didn't look
Oh,
like
fuck.
it didn't look like it was enough
Oh,
letters.
I know what this is.
It's Rambo on the beach with his friends.
They're all part of the same tribe, okay?
Rob, the tribe has spoken.
I got you.
Did you guys see that missionary got
yeah.
murdered on the previously relatively uncontacted
Uncontacted.
island in the Indian Ocean?
I did.
Oh, they
He wanted
contacted
to
them?
evangelize
Well,
to people, and they
yeah.
shot him with arrows and left his body on the beach.
Yeah.
What?
One dude was like, "I'm gonna go meet him on Sentinel Island," and then they
Murdered him?
yeah. Well, I know like his family forgave the tribe, which is very big of them, but also like,
Didn't they
I
tell
mean,
him?
what do you think's gonna happen? Like,
Yeah.
No, he knew it was going to happen potentially, and he even wrote in his journal that there's like a decent chance he's not coming back, and he just wanted to do it. Wow, you got it already?
Pretty easy.
Yeah, I guess
okay.
it is.
And also, I should explain the laugh. Yes, obviously, it's not funny. A man.
no,
did
it's
die.
kind of funny.
But it is, yeah, like it is also funny because it's completely his fault. And who dies to arrows in 2018?
Well,
you know what I mean?
It
Like,
has
I'm
to
just
be
saying,
a
like,
really.
that's-
It has to be a situation like this. That's the only way to die to arrows in
Right?
2018.
Don't they make suits that make you arrow proof?
Well, yeah, but they stopped making them once people stopped shooting them, like 500 years ago.
Well, they make you bulletproof too, I would imagine.
Oh man.
Get like a skater helmet on and like, some pans.
It's so weird to like I don't know where I land in this story because obviously it's real dumb that he needed to die. But also like making fun of him for being killed isn't really cool either. So there's got to be like,
I
some
disagree.
right
I think
middle
it
ground.
owns.
Okay.
That one guy died from getting stabbed by a stingray in the chest.
The one guy?
That, you mean Steve Irwin?
That
That man,
Steve
is
Urkel.
Steve
I
Irwin.
literally still am sad thinking about that many days out of the year.
That is not Sonic.
The one solace I have is that at least his kids are continuing on his mission, and they really, really are passionate about it the same way he was.
Steve Irwin was a good man.
It's insane that way to
I miss
die.
Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
How many alligators and fucking snakes do you wrestle and then a stingray get you?
You can only
Yep.
hunt so many crocodiles before they hunt you back.
Crazy.
That's Marge Simpson.
Is it? This was very wise.
Letting her
Oh,
hair
not the
down.
quote, that drawing.
Yeah, no, I thought he meant the quote too. Oh, is that a fucking cat? Ma!
Ah! It's a weird fucking cat out there!
Wow, it is this.
I wanted fighting with Lucy.
You had to let him fight with Lucy! I love that video.
It is very good.
I like that video 4 times more than the lizard, and the lizard's pretty good too.
Okay, well,
Oh,
fair.
it's the Cheshire
Oh,
cat.
but he's coming
What?
down from on high.
In the hell is he
Ma, the
doing?
cat's Jesus.
He sure does love that
He's
lasagna.
the second coming, and he's a cat.
Lo, the Lord said,
Oh my God, it's
I hate
Garfield?
Mondays.
Yeah, that's
Some orange would have been nice.
have you guys never seen the video of the like I'm sorry, John, I just got so hungry.
Yes. And have you seen the Fever Dream one?
Oh yeah.
That one's nuts.
It's not Spain. It's the European country.
Oh boy.
Was that
Italy.
There's Italy down there. I know
Well, at
that
least
much.
Brittany is there. Denmark
Brittany?
is gone. Yeah, Brittany. Yeah. Yeah.
This
Oh.
could be a Neon Genesis
that was
Evangelion
Spain.
mech suit.
He actually drew Denmark this time.
It's a dome. Ooh,
Weird
okay.
fucking cat out here.
This some kind of tentacle that has engulfed Scotland. And no more Scotland either.
Sorry, Scotland.
You didn't have to put a border on it.
Wait. Is there a name for that body of water?
Our
It's-
watch begins.
Oh,
We remember.
It's,
wow.
I mean, I'm sure that's a body of water with a name.
Looks like a fucking grandma to fucking thing.
Its eyes are all bugged out.
That's part of the North Sea.
Yeah, North Sea.
So, like, what is
Nordsee.
what is the source of that video? Because it's not real.
Is Michael
No, it's
Well,
it's a skit.
Rappaport?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a like.
Well, it's a real
voiceover
video
on
with
a...
voice over it.
Yeah, voiceover.
Yeah, that's a real
like,
cat. Yeah,
It's a weird fucking cat too.
Is
it
Michael
is a weird
Cohen?
fucking cat.
Is he
Okay.
flying or falling?
Is he surfing on that man?
Is he holding the water back so that his friend doesn't drown?
That's really smart of him. Oh,
Oh,
it might be too
no.
late actually.
Oh God.
He shot
wait.
you.
I know what this
Never
might
mind.
be. Are there arrows here?
Those stairs are going the wrong way.
Is the end of Annihilation?
Where's the black void area? I don't get it.
I'm very confused.
What if I put some?
No,
Clog. Yeah.
the
Put some
shoes
clogs
definitely
on.
don't help.
Hmm.
Is this one of those machines that's like a giant spinning circle and your arms and legs get strapped in and it goes in every direction? Oh God, what happened to his mouth?
So
It's so slippery.
What is it though?
Ice stairs.
That's like in
Oh.
Christmas with
Their
the
balance.
cranks. When Luther Crank ices his
Yeah, but-
sidewalk to make the carolers fall down.
Dude,
Oh,
I've
we all
seen
remember that
movie.
classic scene.
Played by Tim Allen.
Oh, Timmy boy.
I enjoyed that movie, but I was also young when I saw
Yeah.
it. so-
No,
I'll-
you won't if you go back.
Yeah, I'll give you a pass. It literally has like a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes or something. I watched it last night. It's real bad.
You know, movie's also
Werewolf.
really bad, but I did sort of like when I was younger.
Mm.
The Pluto Nash movie.
Oh yeah, The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
Terrible.
So bad.
Eddie
Terrible
Murphy
film.
and
What about Orgasmo?
Rosario Dawson.
Or
Well, that's supposed
that's
to be
the
bad.
that's Trey Parker and Matt
Basketball.
Stone. Yeah.
I mean, Pluto Nash is really bad.
Yeah, Pluto Nash is terrible. It's a very bad film.
Especially the real life painted robot man.
Yeah.
I do miss the era, half ironically, of movies where the star plays every role.
Yeah. I think that was just Eddie Murphy, honestly.
No, dude,
You
because
gotta hug
Austin,
that cat. He's losing his mind.
Austin Powers too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Mike Myers
In
did.
every like every time there was a new Austin Powers sequel, Mike Myers played 2 more characters.
Yeah, Tyler Perry too. But
Oh,
he did
okay.
that, like later.
And
That's why there wasn't another Austin Powers. It was unsustainable.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh.
Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler. You know, there's a
Oh,
few examples, but even Jack and Jill's like 10 years old.
Yeah, went over the hill.
It is over the hill. You're right.
Does Mouth still claim there's going to be another Austin Powers, or has he given up the ghost on that?
Well, it's because like every 6 months, Mike Myers gets ambushed by somebody that's like, when's the new Austin Powers? And he goes, oh, well, we've been having talks. Me and Seth Meyers had coffee last week, and we're optimistic. And then they spin it like, new Austin Powers still in the works.
Uh-huh.
Also, apparently, according to things I've been clickbitten by, Mike Myers is...
You're looking for ways to do it.
Mike Myers is one of the most hated actors in Hollywood by other actors, and nobody wants to work with him.
Yeah. Which is a shame.
I don't know. It might be slanderous. I don't know.
What the fuck is this trout?
Yo, that is incredible.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That is the thickest neck I've ever seen in my life. It's a Conan neck.
Oh, thanks, Ruka. Hello.
Yes.
Why was it Vegeta beheaded?
It does kind of look like Vegeta, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
Destructo disc, man. Finally got him.
Yeah, those things are dangerous.
Yeah, Jack and Jill was
I
bad.
remember what it did to Frieza's tail at one time.
It's Krillin's only move.
Yep.
No way. Oh, I was really hoping it'd be body.
Yep. Close enough.
This?
What?
What is this?
How?
It's,
How?
Something you guys call me from time to time.
Cuck?
Fuck off! What? Where did that come from?
No, Nick, it's only
the
behind
K
your back.
popped up. Damn it!
Now, if someone could get torso, please, and
At least chat got a laugh out of it.
Oh man.
he loves the pets, Ruka.
Ruka!
Ruka. Oh, Jess read me a Twitter Moments story the other day
Ooh.
about this man in China who claims that he had his baby genetically modified to be resistant to diseases.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, and then
Quit
people
bragging.
on
Who
the
did it?
internet were yelling about, like, well, is this right? Is this wrong? Nobody was asking, where's the fucking proof of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where's
Like,
the
That's
Like
a great
to-
drawing. I quite like that.
It's oblivion.
I like how he's like opening up his asshole.
Yep.
That's
That's why I wrote.
goatsy in his way.
I wrote Demon Sea just in case.
I mean, I don't think he'd be facing that. He'd be very, very flexible if he was.
Yeah, it's abstracted for
I
the
mean, he's
viewers.
clearly very flexible one way or the other.
It's the dark portal.
The darkest of portals.
Dark Portal Green?
Yeah. I don't know. Is it red,
Interesting
green?
question.
It's a color.
He's a genetics doctor who performed CRISPR on embryos, and now twin girls were born resistant to AIDS.
oh.
Wow.
He
I mean, when you
performed
put it that way,
But, like,
I really thought it was just a dude who was like, yeah, my kids are awesome.
But, like, that, I mean, allegedly resistant to AIDS.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, really, there's not really an ethical way to test that, right?
Correct. Yes. That.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I guess there is if you just submit them to 23andMe.
Yeah, there you go.
Did he give them sickle cell anemia? Because that'd be pretty fucked up.
So CRISPR, like,
I mean,
isn't remotely as exciting as people say it is anyway.
I brought up the story
That's
mainly
malaria.
so that we can have a discussion about a genetic augmentation and what you would do
I'm all in.
if you would do anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I would too.
I mean, I got a list. I can bring it if you want. Like,
Oh, I get it.
Is that a scarf or one wing?
Kind of works either way, honestly.
But like, if the doctor came to you, was like, Hey, your wife's pregnant. By the way, we can make your
What do you want?
kid 7 feet tall. You
I don't know
want
why
to do
he
that?
came to New York.
Hey,
Look at this
you
fucking
wanna come
cat.
over here? We can make your kid look like fucking grandma to fucking thing.
Oh, butt picture.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Wow!
Austin, I'm extremely furious by the fact that this is it's a portrait of this.
All right, you've got a really good.
Yeah,
point.
that's actually a great point.
I can't argue with that one.
What the fuck is?
Let's throw a 90-degree on that sucker. Yeah, the Jolly Green Giants is picking vegetables again in the hot sun.
Oh, man. My lead's slipping away.
To answer your question, though, yes, I would do any. I mean, within reason.
Yeah.
If they're like,
Can I give the kid
Well,
lightning
that's-
shooting out of his fingers?
That's
See,
why I said
that's-
within reason.
That's why I asked, though, right? Like, where is the reason line? You know?
Extra strong, extra long fingernails.
Oh, if I look at other people and I don't blink my eyes, I can take their quirks away.
Oh yeah, that's the eraser.
I would take that. That's cool as
What
shit.
if
You just
we
gotta
just
have eye
had
drops.
CRISPR,
Yeah.
but you could only bring below average to average. Like
Why
you
do
could
keep
still
saying
get
CRISPR?
above average traits, but you could only modify the ones that were guaranteed to be below average. Does that even make sense?
No,
I
I
think that
get
makes sense.
So you get to keep. You have to keep all of your average and above average traits, but
Well, no,
everything
I guess you could lower
negative
your above
about-
average ones
well,
too.
Oh,
You
so
just
it's like
you're not allowed to be like, all right, he's a super genius now.
But
he
what if
wasn't already
he's
going
what
to
if
be.
he starts really dumb?
Why wouldn't you just
Well, then
make
you can
everybody?
you can
a
bring
super
him
geek?
up to reasonably average.
Oh, clustered, regularly interspersed short palindromic repeats. I see.
Yes, I would make all of my children's below average traits average.
No, I just mean like, would that be a fair? Would that be fair?
Well, I mean, you're basically turning childbirth into the Elder Scrolls dagger.
Yeah, don't we want to
Thing.
immediately discourage that?
Maybe you do. I don't.
Oh no! Rob makes a better point. You just get points. You like just like in Elder
Oh.
Scrolls, you get points, and you just
Right.
get to assign the points.
You get to assign, yeah.
That is the worst Africa I've ever seen.
Well,
Also,
you haven't
Greece
seen
and
anything
Turkey
yet.
are gone.
I
It's
thought it was
funny.
a chameleon at the top.
It's funny that you think that's gonna be the problem with this.
Sinai is enormous.
Oh, you drew Sinai wrong. Yeah, guess what? You want to
No,
talk about bad
India.
geography?
What's the part we're supposed to be guessing? Oh, okay.
That one. Oh, man.
You know, it's right next to
Jesus
like
Christ.
Oh,
it's right next to
right
Qatar.
there.
It's that one, yeah.
And it's
That's why the
also-
plane
It's
flight
the
is
one
so
that's
short.
shaped like a skull, too.
Yeah,
And you
that's
got
why they
it.
sent all their prisoners there.
You got it.
Still
So
alive.
who's
Blah, 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 blah.
What should we call this place?
CRISPR.
No, thank you.
But dude, I'm genetically modifying the fuck out of my kids.
Oh, absolutely.
Baller as
Like I think
hell.
it's a terrible thing for like society, but it's
Probably.
like, it's like an awesome thing if your kid is at the top and everyone else is below them genetically by
well, that's
default.
the thing. You're gonna have the Gattaca situation, right? Like if you can make them super kids, Wunderkind.
Wunderkind.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Hey, let's pimp our channels. Let's start.
You want to
with...
play Overwatch instead?
No. Let's start with Austin.
Twitch.tv//_gray_wolf. Still playing Marble Up Pokemon. Gonna probably play some more Artifact. Yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. Come watch every single day except today. I didn't stream today. Tomorrow though, sure.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
How about you, Robert?
Yeah, hi, I'm Rob, also known as Alpaca Patrol. You can find me at Alpaca Patrol everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Also discord.gg/Alpaca Patrol. Do movie night every Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do a football podcast that airs pretty much every Wednesday at Three Guys and a Dog. Not a Dog. Three Guys and a Bear.
I was on that show.
You're welcome to. The yeah, we do a Three Guys and a Bear talk about football. That's a good time. And then oh, also if you want to watch Thursday Night Football, feel free to hang around in my chat and we'll chat it up while football's on.
How about you, Cobalt Streak?
Hello. I'm going on vacation Saturday, so I won't be here for 6 days.
Hey.
So I'll miss next week, but we'll be back after that. And I guess I'm just going to do some Eden streaks, probably some Pokemon catching, maybe some Magic. I might check out Artifact on stream. I don't really know. But,
the Night
thanks
of
for having me.
Catalina. The Night of Catalina.
And the Night of Catalina.
I don't even know.
Yep. How about you, Nicholas?
Hey, Rockly Smile here. Check me out here at twitch.tv/RocklySmile if you're interested in indie games on Sunday. You can follow me for those. I got a whole smattering of stuff. Tomorrow, though, I actually need to get another tube put into me, so I will not be streaming. Just never ending with the tubes, but it should be the last one, I hope. So no streams tomorrow, but I'll be back for movie night on Saturday. And thumbs up. See you soon.
Beautiful.
Is it YouTube's?
I am going.
No, it's not. It's a plastic one down my throat again.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, don't look at the Discord.
It looked like
Why?
a beer belly. It turned out he had a 77-pound tumor.
Oh my god.
What is Dan doing?
Hair dye causes woman's head to seriously swell, nearly killing he.
Is that not just a Photoshop?
Dude,
liquefy?
look at the
Of course it
source
is,
on
yeah.
this.
Oh,
The source is the Breakfast Club, which
Dude,
is
it's actually real. It's real.
It's not real.
It's
Not
real.
real.
Dan,
It's
I got the
real.
perfect show for
Fake
you. It's this
news.
old show from Spike TV. It's called 1,000 Ways to Die. You'd love it. It has all these real
I'm
events
gonna-
that happen.
That's real.
I'm gonna level
It's
with
a
you.
documentary series.
I think it might be real.
it looks like there might be
All
a
right.
video down at the bottom, but I don't really want to click on it, so that's on you guys if you want to.
All I'm gonna say is whether it's real or not, Dan is also the person who showed us that other article like 2 years ago about the pig person or the pig baby. So
Oh, that horrifying thing that would
Yeah.
show up from time to time. I remember that.
I don't
Yeah, there was
trust any
terrifying big
website
baby thing.
where the hyperlink to the article is like 500 characters long. That's just
I can
the
make Amazon links like that.
yeah, like if you deliberately screw them up real bad.
Yeah.
It's like when you link someone to the Google image instead of the actual
Yeah,
image
yeah.
itself.
I'm not denying that this didn't happen. I just that picture is not real. Like, the story, sure.
The picture I could see it being embellished, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, I
It
know how to
does look
do that.
very
But
embellished.
he's saying that she looks
The
like
photo is real.
he's
is
saying
really
that she
adamant
looks
about
like
it.
the Onion Knight from Dark Souls. I understand now.
Yeah, it does.
That's why he's saying the Knight of
Knights of
Katarina. Then he said, "No, no, no." He's typing.
Oh.
Get-
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna say that part. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang up on you guys.
Don't repeat that, he writes.
Yeah, definitely do not repeat that.
Don't
gonna-
don't repeat that.
I'm gonna hang up on you guys, and then I'm gonna read many names, and then I'm gonna play Dino Bros with Kate. Goodbye and thank you.
Nice.
Don't
Have a
repeat
good night.
that.
Thanks for having me on.
Don't repeat that.
Don't repeat that.
Oh man. Hello, Kate. Did you see this? It looked like he had a beer belly. It turned out he had a 77-pound tumor.
Oh my god. That does not look like a beer belly.
No, it looks like he has a basketball under his shirt.
Yeah.
A 77-pound basketball. My lord.
He looks happier without it.
The human body is amazing. How do you find room in your gut to put a 77-pound ball of flesh?
You just gotta have extra skin on it.
I guess. As long as it's benign, I bet that dude felt amazing. Like, not the day after. I'm sure that was messed up. But, like, a week later, I'm sure he was like, oh, my God. I feel incredible. Anyway, thanks for being here. Kate and I are going to play Diner Bros on her stream. There's new DLC. It's pizza-themed.
That is right.
That is correct.
Mamma mia.
Mamma Mia and all that. Thank you to Come In Cedar, Altex1, Solar Dropper, Herbie Plox, Dr. Defective, Link 2N, Bracken, Dairy Science, Arrail 42, Dr. Limes, Valhalla Shiny and Chrome, Eris, Michael Dodson, Critical EDG, Big Spicy Boy, Ketsuo Taberu, Noisy Nihilist, Joe Wolf, FZ Pure, Apex Executus, Tingusta Nose, Talia Tate, Triptych, Nightfire, Makuki, Voltage Drop, Arturus 98, The Canadian Evil, Nomad Wolf, Logan LP, Keegs, My Couch is Soft, This is the Longest Name, LOL, Bugenhagen, The Shrekinen, Cons 94, Shady Response, Faberdan, Professor Entropy, Cult Hobbit, Stone Age Hero, Niles Dickish, Colorblind Cam, Odin the Dog, French Faceless, The Age of Halcyon, Larry 757, The Walkin' Bomb, Pateracross, Kronos 2212, Flypepper, Enti 231, Bogman 123, Skyhawker, Assistant Shrimp, Zucanis, Topher 216, Kawaii Sharktopus, Nizu 1337, Kachopper 90, Palendi, Provio, Lucramic, Darren, Bluish Leaf, Lasquagomeyer gifted a sub to Twitch Prime. What a good reminder. Barrowin Designs, Catapult, The Bertman 11, Monsignus, Bryn Jamin, Guan Marvin, Lively Raccoon, Meaning of Bread, Kaito 7, Huzum B, Beard 92, Shin 92, Beard 94, I should say, Shin 92, You Scumlord, I Am the Kronos, Anonymous Gay Dinosaur, Elixty, Innocentius 69, Oxboy Lake, Travis Falco, Berserk 352. Yeah, this cat, he's losing his mind. Anime Dude, Darkstar 962, An Unexpected Wall, 23 Worst 7, Defaultier, Fluffy McSerious, Lexington Badger, Death Knight 2018, Hello Awkward Silence, Burdot, Combs, Ricky the Dog, Adam Kenyon Ross, Miles Magus, Redbeard, no, that's Red Bevred, Expired Jam, The Dragon Master, Schwammule, Flammy Boy, Compact Potato, Sled Ted, Wargle Florp, and an excellent username. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making an effort to watch that ad block. Thanks for your Twitch Prime subscriptions. What's new on Twitch Prime this month? Let's take a look. Care Package Alpha, In World of Tanks, a League of Legends Summoner's Crown capsule. I don't even know what that means. A unique Twitch Prime collection in Rainbow Six Siege if you want to make Dokebi as pink as possible and ruin your stealth advantage. The Aegean Pirate Pack in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The Trinity and Prime Weapon Bundle in Warframe. Overcooked. Now we're getting into the meat. Beautiful game. The Pillars of the Earth. Ken Follett's graphical adventure novel about the building of a monastery in the medieval era. Overload, which is not Overcooked. That's a different thing. But anyway. ForgeBot Vendor says, can you please dab for me? Yeah. Did you see it? Anyway, I'm not going to play Corruption of Champions. Go to twitch.tv/lovelymobile. We're going to play Diner Bros. I'll be back on Sunday to play some Hitman 2. Thanks for your support this week, and I'll see you over on Kate's show. Goodbye.